Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome in. Happy Friday. How we doing? How we doing? Let me turn this down. It's always so loud. Okay. What's up, peeps? I'm being bonked already. What is this? Pacia, hello. Hello, hello. Pika, hello. Bex, Bert. You are not Bert. I'm sorry. You just barely missed it. I apologize. Bink, hello. Welcome in. So close, Bex, right? What's up, pal? Hello, I'm new here. Is this the Twitch channel of partnered YouTuber Mia Mia? It sure is. You are here at the right place. We got partner today! Yay, we got YouTube partner today. I'm so happy. I've been doing a lot of thinking. Like maybe doing some streams over there, but it's a lot. Like, I don't know if it's just because I'm not used to it, but switching in between Twitch and YouTube streaming it seems like a headache, to be honest, because you have to deal OBS, stream keys, all that good stuff. And it seemed like the last time that I tried to stream on YouTube, I streamed on YouTube. Of course, it was basically just me just me there. I think I might have played, what was I playing? I think I played Phasmo and Overwatch. I don't remember. Anyway, when I went to switch back over to Twitch, it almost didn't let me. Like, it kept saying that my stream key wasn't right or something. I don't know. It freaked me out, so I never done it again. But I might have to do it. I might have to do it some more. Try it out anyway. Let's see here. Also, what's up, Nat? Welcome in. Comic, hello. Hello, hello. What's up, Do? Welcome in. Doing well. Are we continuing our tales from Antimemes Division today? I believe so. We'll look and see. I'm still kind of eating supper right now, so I don't want to, like, read with a mouthful, so we're just gonna be chatting while I finish eating my fried rice here. Okay, so... Thank y'all for the congratulations, I appreciate it. Don't split your audience, yeah. That's what I was worried about. Beat him for being first. Which is funny. I think it's funny. Saturday for you? Well, happy Saturday. She beats me. What's up, Caro? Thank you so much for the care package already. I'm drinking. And thank you for the head pats as well. Yeah, that's what I've heard, splitting your audience like that, so... I don't know. It's just a thought. I think whenever I done that, I was more or less just trying to figure out whether Twitch was the way I wanted to go or YouTube. But I know some people prefer one over the other. And I've basically built everything from Twitch and migrate everything to YouTube. And I'm pretty sure that's just how I'm going to continue to do things. I don't know. I have a lot to think about. I thought I had longer because usually, or from what it said, you have a month for them to review it, and like it's been like 3 or 4 days and they approved me for partner. So, I don't know. A lot to think about, but I don't think I want to split it either. I know it's just generally better for people to watch on Twitch. Also, yes, fried rice. Freaking love fried rice. Yeah, you can, what do you call it? Dual stream? Whatever, I don't know. I don't know if my internet could take that, though. You can stream on both, however, she just uploads. Yeah, that's basically what I do. I upload all my VODs to YouTube. YouTube only adapted the streams. Twitch was born in it, molded by it. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We will see what I decide to do. I will probably still be here with streaming. YouTube, I might try and upload more stuff there that aren't Twitch streams, but I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll see. There was another thing I was going to talk about. Also, yeah, whenever you stream on YouTube, I feel like people that stream on YouTube need to already have an established audience if they want good numbers, I guess. Because I'll tell you, the times that whenever I first started streaming, I tried it out on not Twitch, I tried it out on YouTube. I wasn't getting hardly any traffic at all. Not like I do, like, Twitch, because it's just harder to find people live streaming. They don't have a really good browsing interface. I don't know. It's not as good as Twitch, unfortunately. Does algorithm to please the streaming gods? Real. You're literally at the mercy of YouTube's algorithm. And, oh yeah. So, I can now have memberships now on YouTube. I haven't opened them yet because I haven't had time to look at everything and also add badges, add emotes, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna probably do that after stream. Look at all that, and if you wanted to support me over there as well, you totally can. I don't think I'm gonna do the 3-tier thing because I don't have enough things to put behind a paywall, I guess? I don't know, it'll probably be just like a one-time thing. Like a one-time, not one time, what am I saying? One form of membership. Just one for now. Do shorts. I do have a little bit. I have tried to do some shorts. Some are, fell kind of flat because of the algorithm, and then some just, like, took off. I mean, you just never know whenever you post a short. What's up, Lane? Welcome in. 3 easy payments of $19.99. There you go, exactly. What's up, Lane? Welcome in. It's okay, we're not really doing anything. I'm eating supper before I start reading stuff because I don't want to read stuff with, like, a mouthful of rice. Ooh. What's up, Mango? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for all the congratulations and the omeritos. I appreciate it. So yeah, I thought I had a month to think about what to do, and I had 3 days. Thank you for the head pats. Okay, class, are we gonna let the teacher talk today? You really think they're gonna let me talk, Pika? Do you really, really think that? Do you really? Bex is here. Do you really think that he's going to let me? Oh, no worries, Lane. No worries at all. Feel free to hang here until you have to go eeps. I hope you have a lovely day at work tomorrow as well and sleep well today. No thinking aloud, we fly by the seat of our pants today. That is exactly what we're doing. I used enough brain power for work today. I don't need to think about anything else. God damn it, comic. Ah. じゃあ、今から5分で日本語で話します。何をBex, thank you so much, Bex. ありがとうございます。Nice gift, nice gift. Thank you. ありがとう、ありがとう。あ、新しいマイクを買った？よかった。Nice. Lane got a new mic. Let's go, let's go. いいな。私のマイク、 いい、いいだけど、まあ、他のマイクも買いたいな。ASMR。ちょ、ASMR のマイク、ちょっと欲しいね。でも、ASMR よく上手にできないかもしれないけど、まあ、いいな。うーん、なんか、考えてるだけ。うん。うんうんうん。じゃあ、まあ、いろいろこと欲しいだけど、他のこと買おうかわかんないけど、続きは新しいマイクかもしれない。このマイク、高いやつだけど、うーん、高くていいクオリティだと思うけど、やっぱり ASMR のマイクの方がいいかも。ちょっと考えてみよう。Pacia, thank you for the stretch. あ、ASMR is good. I agree. そうだね。ね、まあ私のマイクが大好きだけど、まあ、大好きだから今は買わないかもしれない。うん、今のマイクはハイパー、うん、それだけ書いた。まあ、ハイパーのマイクだからいい。うんうん。あとで2分。うん。うん。何を言うかわかんない。今日はちょっと、鬱の日だった。なんか、何もしなかった。仕事したけど、それだけ。うん。うんうん。ASMR is meh. I want an ASMR mic, but I don't know that I would want to do ASMR. I would only get a really, really good mic. What do you believe me? No comic, I would not. I would not. Mm. I would only get a good mic, like ASMR level. So an ASMR mic, I don't really know my mics very well, but basically they pick up really, really specific sounds. Like I'm eating right now. If I got really, really up close to the mic, y'all would be able to hear basically everything. And yeah, it depends on what kind of ASMR you do. But sometimes people do like the nails. I don't know if you can hear it. Let me whisper SpongeBob I can do that. I'd be very good at that. I would only get a mic like that for script reading. I feel like that would be a good one to have for script reading. But I don't know that I would actually do ASMR. It's weird. No, okay, I take that back. Hold on. I get why people like it. I get why people do it, but it's not for me. It's a not for me, personally. Heaven. Yeah, like a super duper goober. I almost said goober, super goober. I probably would get canceled for that, even though I didn't really mean it. Hmm. Kenny Omega. Oh, I could definitely do that. Omega. That's the only reason I would buy it, to be honest. Just for that kind of stuff. I didn't realize that many people like the script reading I did. Number one, it kind of entails a bit of like, not really acting, but I don't know. It's something that I never tried before, and that I didn't know that I would be very good at, and I still don't think that I'm very good with it. But I think it's fun. I enjoy writing the scripts for them because I actually do like writing quite a bit. Or I used to. Not so much now because I'm lazy, but I used to like writing a lot. And I feel like it helped scratch that creative writing itch whenever I would write the scripts for them. I guess I could also write scripts for other people. You know, I never really thought about that. I don't think I'm that good at it, but you know, maybe with practice I could be. Please whisper omelette de fromage? What is that? Y'all, this chicken fried rice is so good. I like doused it with soy sauce, so it's like extra salty. You'll send the clip? Wait, I think I might actually know what you're talking about, but I'm not sure. Yeah, attempting to pronounce. Hey, I can do it. Give me a French word to say. I can do it. Oh, soy sauce is second best sauce. What is the first best? I think it's the first best, to be honest, but... No, I lied. Raisin cane sauce is first best. Team salt. Oh, wait, let me try and actually say it again. Hold on. Okay, Sweet Baby Ray's is actually really good, but I wouldn't say that it's the first. Sweet Baby Ray's is really good. It is top tier, but it's not Raisin Cane's good. I can't find it. Okay, here it is. Omelette du fromage. Fromage? I would pick the hardest freaking word in the French dictionary. Hmm. Uh. Hmm. Écuriel. Écuriel. Hmm. A? No, that's like an accent. Écuriel. Okay, you know what? Maybe I was not meant to speak French at all. Maybe not. It's squirrel, but in baguette. I see. Écuriel. say Riz frit au poulet. Did I do that one right? Riz frit au poulet. I don't know. I think I've done that one pretty well. I don't know, French, but that sounded close to me. Thank you. I thought it sounded pretty good. My aunt can speak French. She says croissant. You know how we just say normally croissant? She'll straight up go to our little donut place and say that she wants a croissant. I'm like, damn. Why you guys say it's so fancy? Texans aren't gonna understand you when you say it like that. A croissant. It sounds like riz frit au poulet. What's for dinner? Chicken fried rice. It's chicken fried rice in France. A croissant. Croissant. It's fun to say though. It really is croissant. It makes me want to say it too, because I mean, like, it's the correct way to say it. French would be hard. French would be quite difficult, I think, to learn. Okay, I'm just about done, and then we can get into SCP entries. I didn't have a chance to eat before stream. I apologize. It was either that or have stream be late. I'm like, I can eat and stream at the same time. It's not a big deal. We usually talk for 30 minutes anyway, so I'm like, might as well talk and eat. It's barely a romance language. I took Latin? Oh, that's interesting. I'm taking care of myself. I'm chilling. It's no biggie. It's no biggie. I'm gonna chill this weekend. I'm not gonna do too much this weekend, so. I feel like Latin would be pretty cool to learn, but I don't know that I would be able to retain it. I want to learn Spanish really bad. Thank you for the head pats, Mango. I want to learn Spanish so bad because, number one, I am Latina. I am half Hispanic, so I want to learn the language really bad. I especially want to learn whenever I start watching, what's that show that I was super into? I haven't picked it up in a minute though. I think it was Mayans? I think it was Mayans what I was watching, and it made me want to learn Spanish so bad. I even actually, when I started the show, started trying to learn Spanish. So I'm like, I want to learn it, but head empty. Only English and a bit of Japanese is up there. Learning languages is fun though. Very much. Okay, I'm done. No more. Hopefully my tummy doesn't start hurting. I tried to eat slowly. Ugh. But yeah, I did take Spanish in school. My aunt was actually my Spanish teacher. Not the one that speaks French. My Hispanic aunt. And I didn't learn really hardly anything, to be honest. Not that she wasn't a bad teacher. I just didn't I had how do I say this? I was not interested in Spanish, so therefore I did not retain anything. So, also, what's up, Mochi? Welcome in. Nat, thank you so much for the care package. Mia eating is making me hungry. Go get some food if you have not eaten yet. It's supper. It's supper time. Okay, gang. I think we're ready to dive into our first entry of today. Ugh. Good thing, too, we need to talk about 55. 55? The unknown. Wait, we talked about him. Why is this he clicked? Did I talk about him? I did talk about him. Okay, this is what we were gonna do. That's what we were gonna do. We were gonna read this. And good night, Bang. Good night, Lane. Have a good evening. Please sleep well. And we'll see you later. Rest up, rest up. Let's see. Supper time. Yes, supper time. Same, I took a couple of Spanish classes, but only for the credits. Yeah, basically that's what we had to take a foreign language class, and Spanish was just like what everyone had to learn. My family taught me better Spanish than the actual class. I wish I would have had, like, my aunt probably would have taught me if I would have asked, but I just wasn't interested. Okay. I always ask your aunt for some lessons. She's busy. We're all so busy. Thank you for the head pats, Mochi. Okay. So, we talked about 55 last stream. Which was, I need to refresh my memory. Which was the anti-meme. That's right, it was the anti-meme one. So, let's see here. This is a lot, though. I don't know if I can read all that. Introductory antimemetrics. Jesus. So what do y'all think? Should I... Dude, it just keeps going. Whoa. Let's see. YouTube taught me more English than school. Real. YouTube taught me more Japanese than anything. YouTube taught me the majority of my Japanese. That's a lot of words. Yeah, it's a lot of words. So, okay, I'm cool with reading. Hold on, let me see where are we starting at. So 3 hours for this one, yeah. Okay. So I'm totally okay with, we'll read one of these essays. And then, oh, wait. Okay. It's a lot of words, but you know what? We're here to vibe. Because I'm pretty interested about SCP-0552 as well. So I'll read one. I really don't want to spend all stream with 055. I would like to jump into a couple of more, just because there's so many. And I feel like as we go through the majority of the SCPs, I'm not saying we're going to go through all of them, because holy crap. Over 7,000 SCPs. I'll be here forever. Anyways, as we go through these SCPs and we get through the majority of them, we can go through and read lore for each one as we find them. Or as y'all find them, y'all can send to me. And, yeah. Y'all can send to me and then I'll go through them on stream and stuff. Only the first one's. Oh, okay. I thought all of those were about 055. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. That's cool. That's cool. The rest are even cooler anti-memes. Gotcha. Infinite Mia content. Oh my god. By the time he finishes, I'll be her age. That's gonna be a long time from now. Oh my god. I don't know whether I should be offended by that or not, so I'm just gonna pretend it's a funny ha ha. We will end up sending you all 7,000 plus SCPs at this rate. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't read everything on stream. I'm gonna have to do some off stream. But I do want to catch as much as I can on stream because I know that y'all like watching me go through everything. And I enjoy learning things. With y'all here and with y'all able to. God dang it, there's no more chocolate covered almonds in here. Oh, there's another. Okay, crisis averted. I have another box here. Y'all were about to see me go completely nuts on stream. It was not going to be good, but I have another one. Okay. We stay studious, that's right. Alright. So, we're gonna read this. It's going to take us a minute because I am not a very fast reader. But, we will do our best. I'm almost out of Sprite, so I'm probably gonna have to go get me some tea after this is over. Welcome to the Mia podcast where you will never leave. True. You're here forever. Once you're here, you're here. You're here forever. 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 Only real ones would get that. I love the Sandlot. Hold up. Alright, so... Sorry, I'm adjusting the music just a tad. One of Us, that's right. I grew up on The Sandlot. Such a good movie. Alright. You're killing me. Yeah. I've been okay. No worries, no worries. I've been okay. Just really kind of exhausted and tired, which is why I haven't streamed much this week. And when I have streamed, it's not been a game or anything. It's just been this. So I'm hoping to just rest a bit up this weekend and hopefully be raring to go next week. I'm gonna have a schedule. I'm gonna try and drop a schedule Sunday. I do have to go out of town next week, so next week is probably gonna be just as busy, if not more busier, but we will be back to playing games next week. Just FYI. FYI. Bro, I watched The Goonies today. Oh god, I freaking love The Goonies, man. I have a Goonies shirt. I have a freaking Goonies shirt. I love that movie so much. Now, thank you for the head pats. Stay strong, Mia. I will. I will do my best. People play games in this economy, right? It's hard to believe, but you know what? I'm gonna press on. I'm gonna pull through. I'm gonna do it. I will be back on my bullshit soon. Yes. Alright, let's start reading this. Now that we are 37 minutes into this stream. Let's go. Y'all are derailing me again. Don't derail me. We'll be here for freaking ever. For real. We all send you energy. Thank you, Nat. I appreciate it. Can I smoke? This time the receptionist narrows her eyes at Marion. No, she says. No, you can't smoke anywhere on Site 200. Just because it's an administration building doesn't mean we don't have lungs. Or labor laws. Marion notices the exasperation on the young woman's face. I've asked you that before, haven't I? twice in the last quarter hour, the receptionist says. You must really need to smoke. She's genuinely puzzled at the repeated question, and she's doing a bad job at concealing her puzzlement. You think this is like Memento, don't you? Marion offers charitably. You think I have no long-term memory, and if I stay in one place for too long, I forget why I'm there. The receptionist is only just old enough to remember that film, I guess? Marion smiles sympathetically and shakes her head. It's nothing so simple. Minutes pass. She toys obsessively with her lighter. She is turning 50 this year and slowly graying. Well, on her way out of petite towards little old lady. Rip. In her bag, her phone beeps because it's time for a pill, but she tells it to remind her later. There is a slight tremble in her fingers, but that's not age-based. Age-based infirmity? That's just ordinary nerves. She's nervous because she's here to meet an O5. And O5s are scary. O5s never want to see you for a small thing. It's the end of the world or nothing. Finally, 40 minutes late, the door to the inner office opens. 4 or 5 high-ranked Foundationers spill out, carrying laptops or briefcases. As a group, they head straight past reception and out to cars which are waiting. Marion recognizes a few of the faces. The Site 19 site director? The head recruiter for Western Europe. None of them glance in her direction. Once they're gone, the 058's assistant pokes his head out around the door. He's 20-something, and probably youthful, like a teenager stuffed into one of his dad's business shirts. His haircut is barely regulation. In one hand, he holds a tablet computer showing his boss's day planner. It's packed. The man evidently does not sleep. Marion, you can come through now. Y'all, I'm about to, swat this gnat, so if you hear a big bang, you know what it is. He's, really close to my keyboard, though, so, I can't do it or I'm gonna smash my keyboard. He's dead. Okay, we're done. I think this is Mia's first encounter with the 05. I think so. Thank you. God, now I gotta clean my freaking mouse pad thing again. Or table mat, I should say. It's not really a mouse pad. Not gonna happen. Mission accomplished. Yeah, that was so much easier than the fly the other day. He's dead? Or maybe not. No, he's dead. He's deceased. I know, I made sure of that. Yeah, I believe this is gonna be my first encounter with is that how you say it? Am I saying it correctly? 05? It's not 05, is it? That looks like an O. And you know what? I'm struggling a little because I don't have my glasses on. I don't know where my glasses are at, actually. And also, I had a lot of stuff going on with work, so I feel like, I don't have the best brain cells circling in my head at the moment. Sorry, I'm just gonna clean my glasses and stick them on really quick. It is the letter. Okay, thank y'all for confirming that. Alright. The 05 Council. What's up, Cards on you? Thank you so much, LJ. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. We'll have a proper celebration stream, hopefully later. I don't know what to do yet, though. Celebrate being YouTube partner on Twitch. That's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I really was not expecting it today. They told me it would be about a month, and it's 3 days later, and I'm like, oh. I had no chance to plan anything. Oh well. It is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna put these glasses on really quick. Wow, who would have thought putting glasses on would help you see better? Like, that's a novel idea. Sorry if my eyes go kind of crazy now. I don't know how they're gonna do. I guess they done okay the last stream that I wore them. But I'm sorry if it looks like they're spazzing out a little bit. Oh, why is it so hard to keep glasses clean? They're one step below the administrator, and there are 13 total. Oh, so there's 13. Gotcha. Although I have a brain cell, all I have. Take it. Leave it. Okay, thank you, comic. They're the head honchos of the foundation. I'm not using many of mine anymore. You can have them. Thank you. I need all the help I can get. At least 3. Maybe I should get readers. Maybe I'll be able to read chat in Discord. Yeah, I have +1s, so they're like I think there might be the lowest or the second lowest readers you can get. I very much recommend them because they're not going to hurt your eyes. They're just like, they just magnify your text just a little bit. Just a little. It's not much at all, so it wouldn't hurt you. I wouldn't think. Of course, I'm not an eye expert. So Do says there's 13 of them. Gotcha. Alright, so let's continue. Let's hope I can read a little bit better now, but if not, I do apologize. The office door closes behind them with an unusually heavy mechanical clunk, as if the whole thing is part of a machine built into the office walls. While Marion takes the indicated chair and sets her bag down, the assistant turns and does some confusing additional things to the door, causing it to make several further strange noises. O5s have non-trivial privacy and security requirements. The office is spacious, but somehow contrives to be dark despite 2 big corners of window in broad daylight outside. The walls are all bookshelves and dark wood paneling. Perfectly stylish, but a style from the 90s. A little worn, and not yet old enough to be fashionable again. Y'all, we had paneling. In my house, we totally had paneling in the 90s. That's funny. As for the fellow behind the desk, well, an O5 never looks like you imagine. Marion takes a deep breath. So what's the topic? All I got was the meeting invitation. No agenda or subject. I mean, an O5 says jump, you jump, but... Looking to her right, she notices that the assistant, without saying anything or making any undue noise, has set his tablet down on a table, produced a gun, and aimed it at her head. What? Marion stops talking. I mean, yeah, like, I would too. Like, oh. She sits still in her chair for a little while, absorbing the change of pace, letting her heart rate rise to a hummingbird's and then start to flatten again. Bro. Okay, she hazards. She licks her lips and grips the armrest, otherwise staying perfectly still, waiting for another prompt. The assistant's face is totally neutral now, like this is just how meetings go. Maybe it is, for people up here. Who are you? 058 asks her. Marion blinks. What? Oh god. Let me rephrase. 058 says, Marion Wheeler, 49, with a loving husband and 2 boys in tow. Likes camping, hiking, and ornithology. What's ornithology? Boring mother with perfect, airtight background in financials. As far back as we can examine. And you've got full foundation credentials, which we've never issued, including access to a list of installations and rooms which some of these locations don't exist, or were torn down decades ago. At least one hasn't been built yet. Yet you've got the front door key to it. That's before we get to your SCP access control lists, which I can only term as egregious. Yeah, it was a dark turn. Bird studies. Gotcha. Bird stuff. I got you. Burb. I got you. Thank y'all. My little dictionaries. Thank you. So you're a spy, and your objectives are misaligned with ours. And Clay wanted to cut XI3 loose on you, but I was able to bring him around. I talked him into a face-to-face. I thought there was a slim chance that if we locked you in a bomb-proof room and asked politely, You'd have the good sense to spare yourself the rest. I'm sorry if, like, I burp or, like, there's, like, a brief pause because now that I've eaten, I'm probably gonna have some indigestion, so I do apologize. Marion has long since stopped listening. You dullard, she says, now she can finally speak. I'm your chief of antimemetics. We don't have an antimemetics division, Clay says. Yes, you do. We do. 058 says, we have a mimics division, a telecontainment division, fire services, Ops 8, Ops B, personnel, D-personnel, and 24 others. We don't have an antimemetics division. Do we have an irony division? Marion asks. She hesitates hopefully. No? All right. Well, try this. Why do you think the antimemetics division would show up in the listing? This is just a cover story, Clay says to 058, not taking his eyes off Marion. It's a good one, but she's had it worked out in advance. Clay, lose the piece, says 05. Grudgingly, Clay does so. Marion relaxes fractionally. There are SCPs with dangerous mimetic properties, she says. There are contagious concepts which require containment, just like any physical threat. They get inside your head and ride your mind to reach other minds, right? Right, 058 says. He could name a score of SCPs fitting this description without even thinking. There are SCPs with antimemetic properties, Marion goes on. There are ideas which cannot be spread. There are entities and phenomena which harvest and consume information, particularly information about themselves. You take a Polaroid photo of one, it'll never develop. You write a description down with a pen on paper and hand it to someone, but what you've written turns out to be hieroglyphs, and nobody can understand them, not even you. You can look directly at one and it won't even be visible, but you'll still perceive nothing there. Dreams you can't hold onto, and secrets you can never share, and lies, and living conspiracies. It's a conceptual subculture of ideas consuming other ideas, and sometimes segments of reality, sometimes people, which makes them a threat. That's all there is to it, really. Antimemetics are dangerous and we don't understand them. Therefore, they are part of the problem. Hence my division. We can do the sideways thinking that's needed to combat something which can literally eat your combat training. 058 stares back at her for a long moment. Clay fidgets, disliking and distrusting the story, but the 05 seems more open to the concept. Name one, he says. Name an antimemetics SCP. SCP-055, Marion says promptly. There is no SCP-055, Clay retorts. Again, yes there is, Marion says. There isn't, Clay asserts. SCP numbers aren't assigned sequentially. There are gaps. That number hasn't been assigned. It's not superstition. We have enough to be concerned about without arbitrary numerological mysticism. We have SCP-666 and SCP-013. But there's no SCP-001. And there's no SCP-055. Clay, 058 says, you should look at this. He turns his monitor so Clay can see the file that he has just retrieved. Clay bends over and reads it from top to bottom. Stunned, he scrolls back and reads it all a second time. But the file's dated from 2008, 058 says. It's got all the right flags and signatures. It's keyed and coded. It's real. You've never seen this before? Clay asks. Never in my life, 058 says. As far as I can remember anyway. On the other hand, if the content is accurate, both of us have probably seen it dozens of times. Clay glares at Marion. This isn't possible. Marion nearly splits. Marion nearly spits. For Christ's sake, Clay, how long have you been working here? But if the SCP is this powerful, he begins. Yes? Who wrote this file? DL5 finishes. And for that matter, how was the interview conducted, and who is Bartholomew Hughes? And most importantly, how do you, Mrs. Wheeler, retain knowledge of any of this? Bart Hughes wrote the file. He's dead, Marion says. What happened to him? You don't want to know. There is a very long pause while both 058 and his assistant react to this. In fact, they pass through a long, discrete sequence of reactions. Indignation at the seeming rudeness, confusion at Wheeler's incaution in front of sinister superiors. Surprise at the magnitude of the calm, pure disbelief, comprehension, and finally, horror. What, 058 asks carefully, would happen if we did know? It would happen to you as well, Marion says levelly. As for the rest of your questions, we manage that pharmaceutically. You know we have Class A amnestics for people who very badly need to forget things? Of course you do. Who could forget about Class A amnestics? Well, in antimemetics we have a different pill for people who need to remember things that would otherwise be impossible to remember. Amnestics? Class W, X, Y, and Z. Same Greek root as the word mnemonic. The M is silent. In her bag, her phone beeps again. With a nod of approval from the 05, Marion reaches into her bag and turns her phone off, acknowledging the prompt this time instead of postponing it. She pulls a blister back from another pocket and pops a pill out. It's hexagonal and green. She holds it up and is satisfied to see a flicker of recognition on 058's face. He's beginning to put it back together. Sold at your local convenience stores? Real? Marion asks, these are Class W amnestics, the weakest suitable for continual use. 2 pills per day. Go down to the site pharmacy and ask. The pharmacist will claim they don't stock any such thing. They're misremembering. Tell them to double check. 058 sighs, and now I think I get it. I see why we're having this conversation at all. Yes, Marion says, popping a second pill and handing it over to him. It's because you missed a dose. You're supposed to be on these, the same as me and everybody on my staff. It's the only way we can work. You forgot to take a pill, and then you forgot all the information that the pills were helping you retain. You forgot why you were taking them, who gave them to you, where to get more. You forgot about me and my entire department, and now I have to bring you up to speed. And if I take this, 058 says, I'll remember this whole conversation and we won't have to have it again? Hopefully not, Marion says. Marion is so done. Marion is me. She is just so done with this BS because now since they didn't take their medicine, she's like, oh my god. She's just so done. She is so done and that's hilarious. Clay pops up. Should I be taking those? Sorry, kiddo, 058 says. Need to know. Maybe when you're an 05 yourself. He swallows the pill. Marion swallows hers too. So what is SCP-055? 058 asks. SCP-055 is nothing, Marion says, now relaxing entirely. SCP-055 is, as described in the file, a powerful information autosuppressor. As far as experimentation has uncovered, it can only be defined in negative terms. We can only record what it isn't. We know it isn't safe or Euclid. We know it isn't round or square or green or silver. We know it isn't stupid, and we know it isn't alone. But what we do know is that it's weak. It's weak because it's the only antimemetic agent in our possession which has a physical entry in the files. We have paper records of the thing. We have containment procedures. It's not safe, which means it's dangerous. But it's contained. 058 blinks. You have procedures? Where? Marion points at her head. Then how many other antimemes are there? How much more dangerous do they get? 10 that I know of, Marion says. Statistically, probably at least 5 more than I don't know of. This does not count the antimemetic entities freely roaming the halls. Not under containment. There are at least 2 in this room with us right now. Don't look. I said don't look. It's pointless. 058 does an impressive job of controlling himself, keeping his attention focused on Marion. Clay doesn't fare so well and quickly sweeps the whole room, even checking behind his back. Making an ass of himself, essentially. He finds nothing. He looks baffled. There is an invisible monster which follows me around and likes to eat my memories, Marion explains. Patiently. SCP-4987. Don't look it up. It's not there. I've learned to manage with it. It's like a demanding pet. I produce tasty memories on purpose so it doesn't eat something important, like my passwords or how to make my coffee. And what's the other one? Clay asks. With another nod from 058, Marion goes to get her bag. Marion goes to her bag again. This time she pulls out a gun and shoots Clay twice in the heart. Whoa! Marion? Marion? More aghast than in pain, Clay collapses sharply against the bookcase behind him, pulling his head around to face Marion. He manages, how did you... Oh! Clay! Marion stands, aims more carefully, and shoots him a third time, this time in the head. 058 again does an impressive job of not reacting. That's Clay's gun, he deadpans. You stole it from him. It's tricky to steal a firearm this heavy from someone without them noticing, Marion explains, unloading it and carefully setting it down. But stealing a firearm and then stealing their memory of the theft is a little easier. Like I said, a pet. Some pets are dumb. Some pets are dumb enough that they can be trained. Yes, 058 says evenly. That much I'd guess. But why? Because you were supposed to be taking Class W Nestics, Marion says. You can't skip a dose of Class W Nestic. I've tried. You can postpone a dose, but you can't forget unless someone actively prevents you from taking it. There's only one person who could get close enough to you to do that, and that's your assistant. And remember, when I asked him how long he'd been working here, he didn't answer, 058 says. I thought you were being rhetorical. He doesn't work here, Marion says. He's an anti-meme. Since when do you have an assistant? You don't have an assistant, Brent. Look at this office. It's got one desk. You've got a receptionist outside. She's the one who screens your calls and schedules your meetings. Where does Clay even sit? Where does he fit? Don't blame yourself. You're human, and these things are redaction incarnate. You need to think like a space alien to go around them. 058 asks a question which, in any other workplace, would be absurd. Is he dead? Maybe, Marion said. I can put his corpse in our research queue and we'll see what we can see when we open him up. There's a duality here, though. They're like parallel universes sharing the same space. It's conceptual versus concrete, figurative versus physical. It's very unusual for things to cross over. I don't know what Clay was, but he had a human body, which instantly makes him weird, even by our standards. As ever, the search for stalemate continues. I will let you know if we get any closer. Any side effects of these pills? 058 asks. Nausea and dramatically increased risk of pancreatic cancer, Marion says. And very bad dreams. Bro! That was sick. Marion Wheeler's like a freaking superhero. I want a drama of her immediately. I want to know what this woman goes through. I need at least a 12-episode drama on Marion Wheeler, and I hope it gets picked up for a second season. I've got to know more about her. That is crazy. Rip Clay, but I mean, Clay was an anti-meme. That did slap, dude. I'm not gonna lie, that one slapped. We might have to read the next one. Bro. She's in a lot of stuff and she's... Oh, man. You have 5 episodes right here. Are these memes in the room? Apparently they were, Chloe. Apparently they were. Clay's least favorite activity. Oh my god. Y'all, that was crazy. Never let them know your next move. God, now I'm gonna be scared. Who's gonna save me when an anti-meme comes for me? I don't have a Marion Wheeler here. I don't have the pills. Quantum is my favorite. Is that who wrote this? How do you see who wrote things? Is the authors up top? Let me see. I see. Dang. Oh, they've written a lot of stuff. The first half of 055. Oh, wow, they've written a lot. That was really good. That's really cool. He will save you. If you're an anti-meme, you're legally required to tell us. Whoa. He actually consolidated and published the series. Really? SCP-999. The act of an anti-meme manifesting will spontaneously create Marion Wheeler in the universe, and she'll arrive just in time to save you. I want to believe that. And I hope it is true. I stan Marion Wheeler. That is so cool. Bro, that is, like, amazing. I would love to see a show about her. Okay, this one's about as long as the last one, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna read this one. I'll probably have to get up and make some tea because I'm already losing my voice. That's so stupid. I don't know why. I even tried to talk a little bit before stream, or like, not really do vocal exercises, but like, at least try. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Sounds like Doctor Who. Y'all know I've never seen one Doctor Who show. I have not seen the first Doctor Who thing. I don't know what any of it is. Thank you. I just drank some water. But after this one I'm gonna probably take a break and go make me some tea. I hear it's good. I hear Doctor Who is very good. And since I have my aunt's HBO Max subscription, I might try it out. Because I think all of the seasons are on there. Actually. Okay. The silence is basically the best visual representation of anti-memetics in pop culture. Boy. Dang. Y'all, that was just so good. That is like peak. I want Quantum to write a book. If they haven't already. I want to read all of their stuff. If that's how good it is. Okay, we read one more, and then we jump to another SCP. And then I might continue these on my own, or I don't know if y'all want to see me read more later. Maybe we'll jump back to it. I don't know. We'll see. He's written others. Cool. Yeah, I see that he's actually written this one as well, so I'm looking forward to reading it. All right. Junior researcher Kim's been working for the Foundation for all of 4 hours, and he feels pulverized, as if an anvil were dropped on his head in that first introductory lecture. It's lunchtime, and he's found a corner so far back in the cafeteria that nobody bothers him, where he can chew and swallow non-anomalous food, drink apocalyptically strong coffee, and digest the hard lessons of the morning. On his Foundation-provided phone, he pages fretfully through the few SCP files for which he has clearance. Most of them have to be jokes. That's how they read. Like very bad, dark, frightening jokes. Kim's one of 11 junior researchers in the new intake, and the other 10 are sitting in a separate group at a separate table. chanting animatedly to one another. There are some instructors here and there, munching sandwiches. Other than them, the cafeteria, large enough to seat 200 people or more, is deserted. To Kim, that seems odd. Site 41 is large. 3 skulking buildings with significant basement space, buried casually in the forests of central Colorado. Where is everybody? A man in a gray suit walks into the cafeteria, makes eye contact with Kim, and strides purposefully over. The man's suit is sharp enough to cut. He wears a tie pin and a platinum wristwatch as big as a brick. He looks badly misplaced. Site 41 is a working site. There's training, education, research, development, analysis, and even the containment of a very few safe SCPs going on here. Executives, oh! Lily, hello, welcome in! Welcome in, Raiders! What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What were you doing? What were you playing? What were you up to? Are you still Nancy Drewing? Was Nancy Drew today? Let's see. Oh, you were playing Signalist today. Sorry for the jump scare, but I came from Signalist, so again, fitting. Nice! Signalist is dope. I want to play Signalist. It's on my wish list. I think. Did I put Signalist on my wish list? If not, it should be. I want to play it really bad, especially after hearing you talk about it so much. But anyways, what's up, Raiders? Thank you so much for the raid, Lily. I appreciate it. If you gotta do some after stream stuff, after stream care, please do so. Get your noms, get your drinks, get eeps if you have to, or just sit back and relax. We're just reading. My eyes look weird because I have my glasses on. I had to put them on because it was a little hard to read earlier. But you have to play it. I will play it at some point. It is on... Actually, I'm going to do that after stream. I'm going to put it on my wish list so that I don't forget about it. Oh, okay, I'm going to stretch now since someone redeemed stretch earlier. Well, thank y'all so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good session of it. We're just reading here. It is Mia audiobook hours. Oh. Bits for Signalist. Oh my god, Tyrion, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you. It will go to the Signalist Fund. It will go to the Signalist Fund. I have heard so many good things about that game. Wait, is it like on Steam or is it... I know it's on Switch. It's gotta be on Steam too, huh? Oh, thank you for answering that, Nat. 30% off on stream on Steam. Okay, cool. The Elster Fund. It's phenomenal. Man, not just good, it's phenomenal. God, the freaking indigestion. I hate too fast, I guess. Only $14? Dang. It makes you go insane permanently. We're already insane here, so it can't really hurt me. It can't hurt me. I have not been the same. Are you serious right now? Hold up. I'm gonna look at it really quick. Sorry, I will pull that back up here in just a second. Oh, you're right. It's like 14 books. Oh, it is on my wish list, actually. I was way ahead of myself. Alright, I just wanted to put it on my wish list so I wouldn't forget, but apparently it's already there. It is already there. A perfect excuse to play Doug Sim? What the... I guess that's true. We go insane and then we play Doug Sim. Santo, yes, thank you. 400 IQ right here. Your second playthrough of 4? I will be getting every... Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. Holy crap. I forgot to take your anti-meme drugs, that's right. Marion Wheeler, save me. Save me, Marion Wheeler. Remind me to take my pills. Oh god. Let me get some more water. Y'all, my throat. I don't know how to make it better. I guess just practice. Alright. Let's continue reading, okay? We still need to get to... We're gonna read the rest of this and get to another SCP. And I do think that you did say that you would like to see me read it. Read them. Upload a video titled Reading New SCP Lore, and it's just you reading quietly to yourself, reacting to stuff every once in a while. Going back to just reading. I mean, that's not a bad idea, truthfully. I could actually do that in my downtime. Just uploading videos of me reading. That way we could actually, you know, not unless it's something we like to do on stream. One piece of advice I'm seeing is to not do loud throat clearing or coughing. Oh. My bad. I'm kind of doing both of those. See, I did it again. I didn't even mean to. How are you supposed to clear your throat, though? That doesn't make any sense to me. That makes no sense. Just drink tea before stream. But I eat. I don't drink tea until after I eat. Maybe I just need to mix up my routine then, I guess. A reflex. Yeah, it's reflex. Instead, breathe in a deep breath. Hold it for a moment. Like that? Just don't talk. No, then y'all would get bored. Then y'all would be lonely. I can't do that. That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe I should do, like, the deep breaths. Time to learn sign language. I guess so. Maybe I put a little chat box. I'll just talk to y'all with the chat box. How about that? We just have it just chatting. And it's literally us just chatting. It's just literally us just texting. Just texting stream next. Brell on the screen. Y'all, I don't remember where I left off. Okay, he's at a picnic. Or no, he's not at a picnic. He's eating lunch. He sees someone that doesn't fit. Okay, I think we left off, like... I'm gonna start reading here, I think. Okay, this is like a work environment. This is like a working site. Who is he? A lost exec trying to find the helipad, or a researcher or instructor dressing for the job he wants? Not the job he has? Okay, we're starting here. Oh, a group text. That's right. We could totally do that. Write that down. Write that down. Oh my god. The whole stream is just our Discord. It's just us talking on Discord. Oh my god. Alright. I'm taking another drink. And then I'm gonna continue reading. Okay. Sorry, I freaking done it again. I freaking cleared my throat. Hell of a first day, the man says, holding a handout. Alistair Gray. With an E. Okay, Gray. Okay, I was like, Alistair with an E? I'm like, there's not an E there, but there's an E in Gray. I was like, that freaking fried my brain right there. Kim, says Kim. Paul Kim. Good to meet you. What accent is that? If you don't mind. Like, I'm going back to the E thing. Like, if you would have told to me Alistair Gray with an E, I would have been like, okay, so there's an E in Alistair. I would not have put it in Gray. I don't know if that's just my cat brain or if that's like, if anyone else would have thought that too. But if you tell me your name's Alistair Gray with an E, I'm going to say, oh, so you have an E in Alistair. Cool. Wouldn't have thought that you meant Gray. I mean, you don't know how people name their kids now. I mean, American brain. I mean, I don't know. I would have been fucking up his name really bad if I would have had to write it down. I would have been like, okay, there's an E in here somewhere. I just don't know where. Okay, I'm gonna go back to reading now. I'm sorry. Okay. Good to meet you. What accent is that, if you don't mind me asking? My name's Michael with a B. I'm afraid of insects. Okay. Alistair E. Me randomly writing an E on top of the name. Oh my god. Or spelling his name badly with an E on the end. So there's supposed to be an E in here. Oh, I make a little arrow pointing to an E. Oh my god. Please don't have me spell your name if I don't know it already. God damn it, I cleared my throat again. Okay, Kim blinks. New York, he says. I'm from New York. Are you the site director? You seem on edge. Well, that figures, doesn't it? Kim asks. You must know how that intro goes. It's like an atom bomb to the ego. I just had almost everything I know overturned. It turns out I've spent my entire adult life being protected from dangerous knowledge, as if the whole outside world is a ball pit for under sevens. And stepping out of that has been humiliating to start with, and he blinks again. Hey, what do you do here exactly? You didn't even answer my question. You didn't answer mine, Gray says. Of course I did, Ken says. I'm from... And then he just stops. His train of thought running off the end of a track into the air. It's on the tip of his tongue, the answer to Gray's question, but he can't get the words out. That's weird, he says, shaking his head. At this point, he also notices that Gray isn't wearing his badge. This could be an honest mistake, albeit an extremely serious one. But surely execs don't get to the executive level without being scrupulously correct in everything they do. Who are you? Kim asks again. Your life story was fascinating. What? You spoke 4 languages, Gray tells him. 1 now, and soon 0. Too huge an intellect to specialize. Your education was a fusion of biochemistry and comparative literature. You felt as if you'd die if you couldn't find more foreign thoughts to cram into your head. You've been all over the world, hungry, and every country you've ever been to was like landing on another planet. You toy with anthropology, but there's too much world for one human race to ever understand, let alone one human. There's too much human race. We should pare it down. Kim nods. Would you excuse me for just 1 second? He gets up and hurries to another table, to the instructor whom he met earlier that day. When Kim gets close to her, he feels kind of staticky. He feels kind of a staticky sensation building up. He tries to shake her shoulder and succeeds in moving it a little, but it's like reacting through tar. Hey, there's a problem. There's an intruder. I think it might be an SCP. Doc, look at me. Hello? She doesn't react. He tries the gaggle of fellow newcomers as well, but they keep chattering and hypothesizing, oblivious to him shouting and clapping in their ears. Hey, people, listen to me. No, no, no. He looks back. Gray has stood up and started moving towards him, still with that confident smile. And there's definitely something wrong with him now because he's visible through the tables. like an augmented reality holo projection jammed inside Kim's eyeball. Oh my god, what the fuck? If I saw this, I would literally just probably pass out or poop myself. Like, that's crazy. Can someone direct me to the non-pairing line? Oh my god. My bonk. Kim's what? No, I'm not gonna repeat that. I did not read eyeball. I'm gonna be real. I did not read eyeball. Where was I? Okay. Kim realizes with a stab of fear that he can even see Gray when he blinks. His eyelids close, but Gray is still there. An apparition is what, for all of Kim's life, has been totally personal. Private darkness. The only way he can avoid seeing Gray is to turn away, and even then he feels a radioactive prickling up the back of his eyeballs. Kim tries to phone one of his newbies. The phone in the newbie's pocket rings, and other than that, nothing happens. Nobody reacts. That doesn't make sense, Kim says. Do you remember your father? Gray says. I never knew my father, Kim says, edging away. Mom raised me. Gray's white smile is a fixture. These people loved your perspective. They were going to put you to work on anomalous antimemes, but they don't remember you exist. You don't exist. Kim says, mainly to himself, there aren't any dangerous SCPs on this site. It's a safe site. So either you're not dangerous, or nobody knows you exist. And if nobody knows you exist, then that means you're either brand new, or you're... What's an anti-meme? Hell of a first day. Are you sentient? Kim asks. You seem on edge. Kim bolts. He exits the cafeteria, turns a corner, and runs 10 or 11 paces down the corridor to where there's an elevator. He stabs the down button and waits. The elevator door is highly polished, reflective. Kim catches sight of a face in the mirrored surface and nearly falls over with shock. Because it's a face he has never seen before, and it's apparently his own. Jesus. Oh, no, he babbles. What the hell? What the hell? Gray comes around the corner, still only strolling, just as the elevator cracks open. Kim dives in and punches the lowest floor, but basement level 8. It's instinctive. Although he could rationalize the decision in retrospect, he can't just get in his car and drive. It's better if Gray stays on site than if he's let loose in rational reality. And to do that, it's better if Kim retreats to the lowest, darkest corner of the site for which he has access, and then waits for Gray, and then locks all the doors behind him, and waits to die. The elevator starts descending, and the apparition of Gray, visible through doors and floors, disappears upwards, shrinking with distance and perspective, but still smiling broadly down at Kim. P with an E is stored in the Oh my god. Hold on. Kim paces in the elevator. I don't remember what my face looks like. It said it had eaten all my secondary languages, but I don't remember learning anything other than English. So, it's eating my memories. It's consuming information, and I can't contact anybody directly, which means I'm on my own. I'm not trained for this. He hammers his head once against the elevator wall and stares at his shoes. But I don't know that. What if I've been trained, but I don't remember my training anymore? What if I've been working here for years and I only think this is my first day? Oh, what if I've met this thing before? What if everybody on the site has met it multiple times, and nobody remembers? Oh my god. Is this what an anti-meme is? Teasers. Ships avoid caffeine and alcohol as they can dehydrate you. Gargling with warm salt water can also soothe the sore throat and kill bacteria. Speaking from your diaphragm rather than your throat, which can reduce strain on your vocal cords. Avoid clearing your throat too often. Try gentle cough or sip water instead. Simple exercises like humming or gentle singing can prepare your voice for extended use. Oh. So maybe before streaming this, I should hum quietly to myself? Or hum or gentle singing. I can do that. I could also, if I wanted to, in other words, karaoke stream, no, I will die. Made a master's degree to not mess up my throat. Also, Nat, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. And thank you for the words of advice. I probably will. Here, I probably am going to... I'm like not even halfway through this. I'm going to read till we get to here. And then I'm going to go make me some tea. La la la. La la la. La 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 la. What is that off of? I just like had a memory unlocked. I think I do have an anti-meme or something around me. Vocal warm-ups are important. You know, I never really thought about it. I only thought they were important whenever you went to sing. But, apparently they're important before a stream as well. Especially whenever you're going to talk a lot or read a lot. The banana split, that's it! It's the banana split gang. La la la, la 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 la. La 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 la. I think that's how it went. It's tra-la, tra-la-la? Tra-la-la, la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la, la-la-la-la. I forgot about that. That used to come on Boomerang, actually, whenever I was younger. Speak from the diaphragm. So it doesn't help whenever I shrimp. It would probably help if I sat back a little bit. Because it's hard to speak from your diaphragm whenever you're... God, that makes me sound so loud. Okay, I can speak a little better like this. It probably helps that I don't, like, slump over. Because then I run out of breath anyway. Thank you, Tyrion, for the posture check. I'm gonna try and, like, have my back up against my chair now. Yeah, posture's important, because otherwise you can't breathe well either. Watch a YouTube tutorial. I will. I will watch one after this. Okay, so let's read the rest of this bro's Mr. Kim's crisis here. Thank you for the head pat snap. Inhaling steam is also good for your vocal cords. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm learning all kinds of things. Because I need to do something. I feel like I'm running out of breath whenever I read. And also, my voice just feels really unnecessarily raspy. And I don't normally have a raspy voice, so that's a problem. It just feels overworked. But I'm gonna get me some tea here in a second, so hopefully that helps. Seemed like it helped last time, too. Alright. So Kim is going through a crisis here. Let's read until we get to this right here. And then I'll go get me something. Kim remembers the near-empty cafeteria and miles of totally unoccupied corridors and vacant office and lab spaces. And lab space. Maybe it's not just eating my memories. Maybe it eats people whole? And removes them completely from history. Maybe it's been haunting the site for years, and that's why the site's so empty. Because it's nearly finished exterminating us all. I need to get help. I need to warn somebody. How? I can't talk to people. I can't phone them. I should write an SCP. But surely someone's already thought of that. He pulls out his phone. He pulls out the listing. Nearly 10,000 SCP entries. 100 of them are tagged antimemetics alone. Kim clears his mind. Gray with an E. GREY 4739. Okay, I'm going to read what he says here because now I'm interested. SCP-4739. Keter. I'm disregarding the format because time is a factor. If you're reading this, you've already been isolated from the Foundation at large. Attempts to signal for help are futile. You are now inside 4739's gullet. Is it gullet? Did I pronounce that correctly? After ingestion and prior to digestion, you need to get to lab SO41B08053 as soon as possible and continue the research until you find a way to stop or kill Gray before it kills you. Don't read the rest until you're in the elevator. Description. in the description is not there. Bro. Oh, that was correct. Cool. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause there for a second, because I'm gonna go make me some tea really quick. It shouldn't be too long. I don't think it takes very long for that tea to warm up. And, I'll be right back, okay? I will be RB. And then we'll continue. I don't know where my BRB screen is. I need to make a tea redeem. That's literally what I look like right now, dude. I got pink glasses on at the moment. It's tea time. Alright, gang. I'll be right back, okay? I am back with the tea. I have the tea. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all do that? I don't understand. What is happening? Make sure not to spill it. I will try not to. But I have the tea. I have the tea. And it's very hot, so I don't even think that I can actually drink it right now. But I'm gonna try. Actually, I forgot that I probably need to put my glasses back on, so I'm not struggling. Okay. Alright, so. Got a lot of Rule 5 breakers in here. Away. Breathe in the steam. I will do that, actually. I'm gonna do it now. My glass is fogged up, but it's okay. Y'all can't see it. Mia Grassland, thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you, thank you. I'm quite shocked. I was just telling them that, you're really not supposed to... Well, I don't know how it works, but it said it could be up to a month. It takes a month for the process to happen, so I was completely unprepared. Getting it in 3 or 4 days. Oh, that's good stuff. What's rule 7? I don't even remember what my rules are. Your mouth, though, not your nose, unless your sinuses are clogged. My sinuses are okay. No self-promoting. That's rule 4. Rule 7 is a red herring. Oh, that's so funny. Y'all can see through my model that I'm breathing in the steam. Rule 5 is spamming. That's what it is. Wow. I'm gonna have to ban, like, everyone here, huh? I'm out of here. Wow. Can't believe I'm banning half of my community. Vaporizes. Yo, why my glasses do that? I can't see. The Great Purge of 24. Don't Thanos snap. Well, don't test me and maybe I won't do it. Y'all test me. Gaio, thank you so much for the biddies. Welcome in. What's up? Hope you've been doing well. I'm sipping on some tea before I continue reading. I already feel a lot better. My throat does. Whoa. Gaio, thank you for the biddies. Holy crap. The sea coyote is back. Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you. Holy crap. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Also, welcome in. I hope you've been doing well. I hope you've been well. Let me turn this up a little bit. Actually, no, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Thank you, thank you. Why do y'all do that immediately on return? Was so funny. I just don't understand y'all sometimes. I really don't. I'm okay making it through. I think we all are, Kyo. I understand completely. I understand we are all just out here trying to survive. I understand. But you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in all of you. You can do it. Whatever it is that you're doing or want to do, you can do it. I believe. Baby Shark for 3 years straight has messed me up. Apparently, it has for a lot of you. Apparently. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading now. My throat feels a lot better now that I've drank something hot. Alright, so we have just read Kim's, I guess, him jotting down what Gray is. And he's forgetting stuff. He's forgetting things. We don't know if maybe Gray is also killing the people around him, making, like, erasing them from existence. We just don't know. We don't know. So let's continue the story and see what happens. I'm a Cody. I'm a survivor. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, not jotting down. He's reading this. Gotcha. I got you. I got you. That's right. That's right. I thought he was writing it down, but it's not. He's pulling his phone out. He pulls out the listing. I got you now. I misread. Or misunderstood, really. At that moment, the elevator doors open at basement level 8. Alistair Gray is waiting, still smiling disarmingly. He steps forward. Desperate, Kim hurls his phone overarm at the creature's forehead. It's a solid chunk of metal, and it's a dead hit. I love that his first instinct was to just throw his cell phone at it. I'm getting SpongeBob vibes whenever they tell him to put out the fire, and they give him the, what's it called? The fire extinguisher, and so he just throws the fire extinguisher at the grill. That's the vibe I got just now. I just wanted to stop by and say hi, but have a beautiful... Thank you so much, Kyle. I appreciate it. It's always lovely to see you here, and thank you so much for the biddies. It is always much appreciated, and I hope you have a lovely evening, okay? Good night, good night. See you later. We have technology. That's exactly what, like, what did you gain from throwing your cell phone just now? I guess we'll read on. We'll see what happens. Aww. Gray rolls backwards and cracks his skull against the wall. Dang, well, I guess it helped somewhat. By the time he recovers, Kim is out of sight, herring away down the left corridor, just echoing, fading footsteps on concrete. 2 45-degree turns, and room 53 is in sight. The door at the farthest end. It looks like a submarine bulkhead. Kim spots the keypad from way out. 4 digits. He tries 4739, and it works first time. The bulkhead mechanism takes agonizing seconds to open up. Come on, come on, come on! Do you remember your mother? He hears Gray calling down the corridor. I never knew my parents. I was an orphan. Bro, he's forgetting his parents now. Kim hisses under his breath. For a split second, he wonders what Gray might actually mean by that. But he doesn't have time to dwell on it. The bulkhead opens. Kim slides in and pulls it in close beside him, locking the mechanism up again, as if that'll buy him even 1 second. The lab inside is sizable, windowless of course, and stacked to the ceiling with a jumble of equipment which Kim hardly recognizes. There are pieces of thick, shattered glass underfoot. In the corner, there's a computer terminal, locked. Kim unlocks it, and there's the same entry waiting for him. Oh, thank you, Nat, for the care package. I'm gonna get another sip of tea before I read this. Oh. Okay. I was gonna make some chamomile tea instead, but I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be like so sleepy by the time I'm done with that. Which probably wouldn't have been a bad idea. I probably should have got some chamomile tea, but here we go. You almost made me spit out my tea. Okay. Speaking with my diaphragm. It's good to be sleepy, but not while I'm streaming. Not while I'm streaming and it's Friday night. I don't need to be sleepy on a Friday night. Y'all wanted to, like, take a nap so bad today, but every time I would, like, get close to taking a nap, my cat would come in and would, like, run laps around the recliner I was in, wanting me to let him outside. And then I would let him out, and then he's old, so I can't really fall asleep while he's outside. It's like leaving a little kid outside. I have to, like, let him go out, and I have to watch him while he's outside. So there went my nap. I get him in. I go sit back down in my recliner, and I'm just about asleep. And then here comes Bella. Meow. She has this weirdest meow. Meow. And she comes in. I'm like, bros, I cannot even rest. I cannot rest in this house. Oh my god. Trying to transfer energy to you. Thank you, Chloe. I appreciate that. Dolphins went into a deep unconscious sleep. They would stop breathing and suffocate or drown. To get around this, dolphins only allow one half of their brains to sleep at a time. The other half stays alert to enable the dolphin to continue breathing and look out for dangers of the environment. Yo, that's crazy. I'm a dolphin! Oh my god, I'm a dolphin. I'm a, like, aquatic VTuber and I didn't even know it. The hell? Y'all know lore about me I didn't even know. Okay, here we go. We're gonna finish reading this. Okay, SCP-4739. Oh, we're reading the description now. That's right, because we didn't get to it earlier. SCP-4739 is a powerful, slow-acting antimimetic kill agent taking the appearance of a male Caucasian business executive calling itself Alistair Gray. SCP-4739 is attracted to dense clusters of organically stored information. Essentially, extremely knowledgeable, complicated, interesting people. SCP-4739 isolates its victims from the outside world by enveloping them in an antimimetic field, which makes it impossible for the victim, or anything done by the victim, to be perceived or remembered. SCP-4739 then consumes the victim's memories and knowledge until they become vegetative and die. This process takes between 15 minutes and 2 hours and is described as being like Alzheimer's disease in fast forward. Yo. That's wild. SCP-4739 is not believed to be sentient, although it imitates the behavior of a sentient being to the extent that it can appear sentient and to the inattentive. Its victims are able to move and act freely, since it is impossible to escape once caught, or to signal for help. Communications such as written notes, graffiti, and electronic mail do get sent and persist in reality, but SCP-4739's effect spreads with each message, making it impossible for an external observer to perceive the message until such time as SCP-4739 catches them to. The SCP entry which you are currently reading is created and maintained by victims of SCP-4739 because it is only visible to victims of SCP-4739. If you are reading this SCP entry, SCP-4739 has caught you. You are now isolated from the Foundation at large and can constitute an effective Foundation of 1. You have between 15 minutes and 2 hours to reach Site-41, Basement Level 8, Laboratory 53. Familiarize yourself with the existing research and continue this research until you find a way to contain or decommission SCP-4739, or, more likely, die. If your field of expertise is not related to antimimetic containment, we sincerely apologize and advise you to start learning fast. Bro, this is so crazy. SCP-4739 has consumed... Oh, that's not supposed to be blank. Is that supposed to, like, count? Does each one count? That's a lot of people, if so. Foundation researchers since we started counting on August 3rd, 2013. If you are reading this entry for the first time, please add a mark. Because you're dead next. We estimate at least 50,000, we estimate at least 50% of victims never make it as far as this database entry. So the true victim count is more than twice this figure. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Thank you, Nat. Thank you for adding us to this entry. 79 tally marks, Kim's number 80 that we know of. Guess I'll die, shrugs. Dude, if I seen this, I would be so pissed off. Like, if Kim were me, of course I'd be scared shitless, but... Close was here, I would draw a little stick figure Mia. With a sad face. Oh my god. Worst day in the office ever. Oh my god, that sucks. But how do I kill it? Kim screams. He scrolls and scrolls through the research, which is chaotic and haphazardly arranged, because nobody has found the spare seconds to sort it out. There are dozens of separate lines of research, contributed in patchwork by a succession of victims, all ending with variations on the same final line. I'm going to try X. If you're reading this, X didn't work and I'm dead, which means approach X is a dead end, and you have to think of something else. He reads, nobody has succeeded in physically engaging with Gray. Nobody can stall it, evade it, slow it down, reason with it, or redirect it to some other target. People have tried poisoning their memories with indigestible ideas, drip feeding their memories to Gray to slow him down, replacing their memories faster than Gray can eat them, and force-feeding Gray too many memories at once to overfeed him and blow him up. They've tried committing suicide by Class A amnestic overdose. None of it worked. More than 100 people, most of them apparently possessing doctorates, have slid into the maw of this thing, fought briefly, and, with a great or lesser degree of dignity, died. There are no remaining untried threads. I'm fucked, Kim concludes. I would pretty much come to that conclusion as well. He glances up. Gray's not in the room yet, but Kim can see him strolling down the last stretch of corridor. He's totally intangible being. Physical obstructions are irrelevant to him. He can't be hurt. Kim clutches the pocket where he used to keep his cell phone. Or his phone. Wait a second. He scrolls again. He finds the 3 of 4 sad, desperate wretches who died confronting Gray physically. Combat knife and Glock. Baseball bat. Kim looks up and checks the room. Sure enough, the bat's there, rolled under a table. One man, an elderly botanist far out of his depth, said he was just going to try whatever he could find that was heaviest. That explains the shattered CRT television and the layer of thick glass on the floor near the bulkhead. There's even CCTV footage of the botanist's attempt. He accomplishes literally nothing. Gray is a holographic ghost, and the CRT drops right through him, imploding when it hits the floor at Gray's feet. The botanist spends the rest of the video's running time huddled in a corner, gradually losing his mind while Gray watches placidly. The difference being, Kim realizes with his eyes boggling, a phone is a solid brick full of information. And before me, nobody tried using information as a missile. Kim searches for the experiments. That's crazy, man. The phone. Kim researches for the experiments, several of them scattered, where the victim tried to divert Gray to a different data source. The general idea seemed to be to overload Gray by pointing him at something containing too much information. The internet. Or the terabit feed from a live particular accelerator experiment. Or a stack of hard drives containing the first few quadrillion binary digits of pi. But nobody could figure out a way to distract Gray's attention. Prominently placed screens full of data he would ignore. Data beamed at him electromagnetically, radio or laser, had no effect. And nobody could figure out a way to tunnel the information in through the victim's mind as extra memories. It was written off as impossible, closed as a line of investigation. Gray's weakness, internet bullies, sounds like it. We can't do that with our collective 2 brain cells. Yo. This is just whack, man. Um, the hard drives Kim finds are right there on the workbench next to the computer. It's a half-rack unit, a cuboidal block of metalwork as big and heavy as a bowling ball. One of the most ineffective conceivable melee weapons. Kim snatches up the 3 longest pieces of Ethernet cables he can find and starts plaiting them into a chain. Then he remembers who he is, and where he is, and what his responsibilities are. He goes to the computer, to the SCP entry, adds himself to the victim tally, and writes up exactly what it is he's about to try, because he might not be the last one, and the world needs to know that this didn't work. Gray's weakness, my 30 terabyte quote-unquote homework drive. Wouldn't be the first SCP contained by online bullying. I can think of at least 2 others. Holy shit, really? That's crazy. Gray comes through the lab bulkhead to find most of the equipment in the room toppled onto the floor to create room for the black and silver drive array that Paul Kim is whirling around his head on a 2-meter chain made of plated network cable. It makes a low thrumming sound as it whirls. Gray is not intelligent enough to stop moving forwards, and catches the array directly in the side of the head, rack mount point first, like a morning star. Gray absorbs a few trillion digits of the impact, but it isn't enough. There's a green snap of light and a noise like a subway train short-circuiting, and Gray's a pile in the corner. His head caved in and the drive array partially demolished in pieces around him. Kim decides that history can fill in whatever quip it likes best. Whoa. It was chewing its way up the Antimemes Division hierarchy, Wheeler tells him in the aftermath. It was only a matter of time until it bit down on somebody dangerous. Congratulations on demonstrating a basic level of competence when it counted. Dozens of others couldn't. Kim still feels rattled, but the shock is dissipating faster than he'd expected. Marion Wheeler, it turns out, is the Antimemes Division chief. She is Kim's new boss. I want to say it was dumb luck, Kim says. I want to say that I just threw my phone. It was instinct. It was muscle memory. It was my first day and I got lucky as hell. I want to say those things, but I'm sitting here and turning those statements over and none of them would be true, would they? Wheeler waits expectantly and says nothing. You're not my new boss, Kim says. You're just my boss. This isn't my first day at all. I've been working here for, well, it must be over a decade, right? I think I've been a professional antimemetics researcher since at least the mid-2000s. It's just that the first thing Gray ate was my memories of everything past the first day. And even then, I see very little luck in what happened today, Wheeler says. Instinct and muscle memory are just deep forms of training. Like I said, a basic level of competence, an ability to piece your own life and all of your past knowledge back together, faster than nearly anybody else. This is what we try to drill into you, and sometimes, thankfully, it takes. This isn't even the first time we've had this conversation, Kim continues. There have been other incidents with other SCPs with amnestic powers. You've sat there and watched me put myself back together before. And it hasn't gotten old yet, Wheeler admits, with something which might be approaching a smirk. How long does it usually take for me to recover? A few months, Wheeler says. But if you want the honest truth, people in this division are as competent on day one as they'll ever be. You come to the job firing on all cylinders, or not at all. The rest is just fine-tuning and chemistry. So what you're saying is you don't care about my mental state, and you need me back at work now, Kim says. Wheeler nods. I need an updated SCP entry just to begin with. I need you to nail down the model for Gray's predatory pattern and exactly how you defeated it. I want you to work out what it did with the bodies. Incinerated, disintegrated, or just left them lying around the site in rotting, perceptually cloaked heaps. And I need countermeasures for when it comes back. It's not dead? Wait, Kim says. I think I know this one. It's coming back to me. Ideas don't die. Gah! So he's still alive, basically. What's up, Lyra? Welcome in, welcome in. Sorry I missed you. Let's see. Also, what is up, Evan? Greetings from Japan. That's right, that's right. I think you were moving there. Is that what you said? How do you like it so far? I want to go back to Japan so bad. Please enjoy it for me. Please enjoy it for me. I need to go back. I need to go back. Homeboy was an idea? It's hard to say. I mean, I don't know. That's crazy, man. That was a cool one, though. That was a cool one. What was it? SCP-4739? So he's not going to be in the actual entries, is he? Since how people tend to forget about him? 6469 are lovely pellet cleansers before Tell 3. I got you, I got you. So we already know 999. That's like our favorite. That's my favorite SCP so far. Is 999. But I don't think I've read 6469 yet. Yeah, I just got here for work. It's nice. Nice. I freaking love Japan, yo. I want to go back so bad. So bad. The canon SCP-4739 is something completely different. Oh, I got you. I got you. So it's not the one written down in the list. I got you. I got you. Well, I think we're gonna go to another entry after reading those two stories, which were like incredible, by the way. I'm happy I read them. This bro right here knows how to write, and I would 100% buy books if he wrote them. That was incredible. He's an incredible writer. I would 100% buy books if he sold them. Which I don't know, maybe he is an author in like real life or something, because that's pretty crazy. Wait, books? He's got what? Hold on. What? You can buy my complete Antimemes Division saga in ebook, paperback, or hardcover. What? Hold on. I'm gonna look at something real quick. There is no Antimemes Division by Quantum. Dude, I'm gonna buy this. Should I get the paperback or the Kindle version? I kind of want a physical copy of it. I'm waiting with bated breath for Quantum's SCP-8473, which is an antimemetic statue whose sole property is that he makes you forget how to ride a bicycle? That's so specific, though. There is no antimemetics on my bedside table right now. Dang. I think I'm gonna get the physical copy. I just feel like it'd be cool. I'm gonna be collecting SCP merch now. This is me. This is my life. That's incredible. When will it get here? It'll be here Monday. No, I need it like tomorrow. I want to read that. Oh, he's got like so many books. Variable Humans in Transit and Other Stories. I mean, I guess I could get the Kindle version, but I want the physical. I like having physical books better, but you know, I just don't have any room. I'm gonna get though. That's impossible. There's even a saying, it's like writing a, oh no. Hmm. New rabbit hole. I think it's happened. It happened a while back. I'm definitely your new SCP VTuber. Not meaning that I am an SCP, even though we kind of already figured out that I am. But that I am just absolutely obsessed with SCP now. I'm obsessed. I bought the book. It happened. It happened just now. I bought it. I can't wait for it to come here. It's not going to be until Monday. I wonder if I should buy them all. Actually, hold on. I'm not going to buy them all. I'm not going to buy them all, actually. I'm going to wait and read that one first, and then I'll buy the next one. That is so cool. It was only like $8. It wasn't very expensive. His books are not that expensive. Impulsive shopping. We do a little shopping. I am definitely an impulsive shopper. If there is something that in the moment I'm like, I need that actually. The majority of the time I'm not gonna wait. 80% of the time I see something that I want, I buy it immediately. I don't think about it, it just happens. Books are one thing though. Books, I'm a reader. I love to read. I'm trying to read more this year. So yeah. Books I usually if I think that I'm going to read it, I will buy it. Impulsively, like I don't even think about it. If it looks good, I'm gonna buy it. And because I will read it eventually. SCP-444J is great. Is also great. I see. Yeah, we do a little shopping. I've actually done a lot of shopping. I've done a lot of shopping the past couple of days, and this is because I need to decorate a little bit more in my room. And I'm finally doing that. I can't blame you, I'm like that, yeah. I'm definitely an impulsive buyer. How many times do you read the books? I've only reread one book in my life, I think. I could be wrong, let me think. One book, I think. I've only reread one book. If you're talking about rereading them. Or how many times do you read a book? Is that what you're asking? Because, the past year I've done crap about reading books. So this year I want to try and be better. But see, I'm always like, why would I reread that when I have this new book that I don't know what happened in and I want to read it. That's what I do. That's my reasoning, and that's why I rarely read. That's why I rarely reread a book. Is reading chat a book? Yes. I would say that I am a very good reader if that was the case. So I'm going to say yes, reading chat is a book. But, it's a little funny, the book that I have reread. And I think I've reread it 3 times, actually. Can y'all guess what it is? Can y'all guess what it is? Let me see. I'm gonna pull up spooky chat right here so we can get another entry going. I can't read that. I'm sorry. I cannot marry my husband. Oh my god. I don't count manga or manhwas or Warrior Cats. You know I've never read Warrior Cats before? You read a book 3 times for the flow, the word choice, and the meaning. So, it's actually embarrassing a little bit, but you know what? I'm gonna own it. Thank you for the hydrate layer. I'm gonna drink some water, some tea. Is the Twilight. I've read that book 3 times. Listen, I'm a vampire lover. Edward was perfect to me. Edward was so perfect. I'm like, damn, I want this so bad. I want this love so bad. Oh no. Listen, this is who I am. This is me. This is who I am. You're gonna have to accept it if you're gonna be here. You're just gonna have to accept it. This is me. I never even guessed that. It was Twilight. It was. It was. You're living... Yeah, exactly. I'm living my truth. I'm owning it. Exactly. I am owning this. I have not read Twilight recently, though. I've read it... I think the last time I reread it was, like, maybe in 2021. So brave. You know what? I've got to be upfront and transparent with y'all, you know? I pride myself in that. No secrets here. No secrets here. The Masquerade. As someone who really likes Vampire the Masquerade, I'm not going to judge much. I don't think I've read that one yet. Ugh. Yeah, I read the Hunger Games series. That was actually a favorite of mine. I love the Hunger Games a lot. The Hunger Games is actually really good. I like Twilight a lot. I read the first book of The Maze Runner, which is also a really good book. I haven't read the other... I don't think I read the other books, though. Crap, what was that one book that all the women went nuts for? What was that book? That was, like, written about the same time? That BDSM bullshit. I don't know. Anyways, that was, like, the most... I don't even know. I'm gonna bash it. I'm just gonna go ahead and bash it right here on stream. But, yep, that... It sucked. It sucked bad. All my friends were like... Not all of them, but, like, every one of them that read it were like, did you read this? This is so good. Oh my god. I'm like... I read the first chapter, and I knew immediately it was going to be poorly written. The main character, I don't even know what to say. I don't even, like, it just made me speechless. It was just horrible. And you know, it's not that how do I say this? I'm not against certain things, you know, like, you know what, you do you. It was more like the book was just awful. It was just not a good book, and I, like, could not understand why people liked it. Number one, the guy that she was in love with just was bullshit. Like, he was just... What do you see in him? Like, I don't know, like, it was just stupid. I don't know, it was a really stupid book. And I only read, like, a couple of I read, I think the first chapter, and I started chapter 2, and I'm like, I can't do this to myself. I got other books to read. It wasn't a good, or... Exactly, I've heard that too. Like I said, I didn't get very far into it. I think I got to one scene. Actually, I might have lied. I think I got to the one scene that had something in it, and I'm like, I don't know, it's weird. It was weird. The way that their character dynamics were... it wasn't well written. It just wasn't a well written series, and I'm like, I don't know what these people see in this book, but please read better books. Meanwhile, I'm rereading Twilight for a third time. So maybe I shouldn't speak. Whatever, I like what I like. You can like what you like, but I just thought 50 Shades was stupid. See the other 49 Shades. 50 Shades of nothing, exactly. Never watched or read. Yeah, you probably... you're not missing anything, I don't think. Ever read In the End series? I have not, but I think that I have actually heard of it before, but I've not read it. I haven't read a really good series in a long time. I just keep reading standalone books. I've been thinking about doing, like, a book club type thing. I think that would be cool, but I don't know how many readers we have here. My favorite book. Dang, LJ, I'm sorry. Not really. Please read better books. So much she's throwing. Exactly. Catch me. I don't care. Now I'm gonna, like, post this on YouTube, or, like, people are gonna watch this VOD and all the 50 shaders are gonna come after me. And I'm not even gonna care. I'll just, like, raid their house for chocolate, and if they don't have it, y'all know the consequences of that. They'll have to pay the chocolate tax. It's fucking join. Oh yeah. I can represent the manga. Oh, I love manga. I read manga too. I read manga more than I actually do regular books now. I own a lot of books and never read them. Oh, I have a lot of books as well. And I got to where I was doing a really good job with reading all of them, and then, like, you know, shit happens and you just you get out of the rhythm, and when you get out of the rhythm, it's hard to get back into it. So this year I would like to read the majority of the books that I already own, even though last night I think I bought, like, which I have a Barnes & Noble card, okay? I have a Barnes & Noble card. So, like, credit cards. So every time I spend a certain amount on this credit card, they'll send me a $25 gift card. So every book I get now is basically quote-unquote free from them. I think I spent like $40 worth last night on new books. And I started reading another one that's been okay so far. I think I read like the first 5 chapters of it last night, so yeah, I'm gonna try and get into it again. Stretch, thank you so much. I'm stretching. Also, Bing, thank you for the care package as well. But yeah, once I'm in the groove, I can, like, I think in 2020, I read, hold on, maybe my Goodreads account is still logged into. What did I read in 2020? It was like something really crazy. Okay, so in 2019, I read 22 books, and in 2020, I read 37 books. My goal for that year was to read 30, and I read 37 books in 2020. That was also the year I read through my first Japanese novel, which was super cool. That was also the year I read Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer, which is like Twilight told from Edward's perspective. And y'all, I have never been so bored with the book. I'm like, this is gonna be great. Like, I loved Edward growing up, right? I freaking loved Edward. He was like my dream boy. And like, I read this and I'm like, he is so, number one, a little bit abusive. Not like abuse. Okay, maybe abusive is like a strong word. It's more like he's, number one, he's annoying. Number two, it's like his protectiveness wasn't seen as attractive anymore. It was seen more like, was it selfishness? I don't know. I told myself I'd never read that book again because it just made, yeah, possessive. It's possessive in a very, very bad way. Because you see, oh, so, good night, Lara. Take care, take care, take care. So, you read Twilight and you think, oh, that's so cool. Like, the protectiveness is just so neat. And then, like, you read it from his perspective and you're like, oh, this is not good. This is, like, totally not what I want in a boyfriend. So it was like, it was like pulling teeth to get through that book. But I did. It sucked. It sucked bad. And then I think after that I reread Twilight. Just to see if it was as bad as that book, and it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, anyways, that sucked. I can't read with music unless it's really like classical. Oh, I got you. Let's go to 6469 and 719 M4J, because it starts getting real in the next tale and we need some levity. Okay. Hold on, let me see. 6469. That's like... Wait, I'm gonna, like, hold on. I'm gonna bookmark this. We're gonna bookmark that. And then we're gonna go look for 6469. Whoa, that's crazy. 64 D, a baby? 6469, yeah, that's what you said. Oh god, a baby SCP, that's lovely. Do you listen to music while you're reading? I do, and it's constant hype all the time. Oh yes, 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 I do have to have lo-fi on while I am reading, because I think it helps. It helps me read more. I always have something going in the background, because I can't read in total silence. Except at the beach. But of course, at the beach, you're hearing the waves and stuff. I gotta have, like, something. Something's gotta be going on. So. Never meet your idols, right? Exactly. All it takes is a change of perspective sometimes. Pretty much. I guess your conclusion, Twilight is better. Exactly. Never, never get in the mind of a guy you like. I guess is the moral of the story here. Oh my god. Nat, thank you so much for the head pats. Last time I put stuff in the search bar, in the search bar, I couldn't get anything to come up like I wanted. Also, you should check the canon for 739, or at least one paragraph, just for the whiplash of how different it is from Alistair Gray. Oh, we will do that. This makes me paranoid. Same. Nat, thank you again for the hydrates. I appreciate it. Oh my god. Alright. So. Okay. Diaphragm. Yeah, I read a lot of interesting books in 2020. Of all different kinds. When the power cuts out, the silence will literally wake me up. Oh, kind of the same for me. I have to sleep with music on. I don't like fans because I get cold easily. But I know whenever the lights go out for some reason as well. So I know what that's like. Bro, what is this thing? Okay, we're gonna read this baby SCP thing. It's decommissioned. Do I want to know what that means? In terms of, like, I know that can mean several different things, but in terms of, like, what did they do? Special containment procedures archived. There is no known way of tracking SCP-6469 or predicting its next manifestation. All containment efforts are focused on amnestising witnesses and mitigating any public association of SCP-6469 with major disasters or deaths. What the fuck? What? SCP-6469 is an infant child, appearing to be approximately 6 to 7 months old, though its true age is unknown. SCP-6469 will manifest shortly prior to immense tragedies or disasters, both artificial and natural. It will typically, though not always, manifest in public areas in the presence of several individuals. Notably, it seems to prefer religious institutions, though it seems to bear no preference towards any particular faith. It will occasionally also undergo sociological changes, such as growing horns, emitting lighter sound, speaking in various languages, or emitting blood from its orifices. Yo. If I saw a baby freaking sprout horns in front of me, I don't know what I would do, honestly. Probably piss myself or something. Like, that's crazy. I don't know. Is it a demon baby? Is that what this is? Is that why it pops up in religious institutions? Actually, that makes sense. It's a demon baby. Beyond this, most of SCP-6469's characteristics are unknown, including its relationship to the disasters it heralds. While uncertain, it is considered likely that SCP-6469 may be the cause of these events. Come on, kitty kitty. My cat, speaking of demon baby, my cat is here and wishes to be held. Come here. Don't eat that. Stop. I apparently dropped corn on the floor earlier and he just tried to eat it. You cannot have that. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Don't forget to hover the mouse over footnotes. Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know you could do that. Physiological. That's what I was trying to say. Physiological. Physiological. Angelic kitty? No, this is a demon kitty. Aren't you a demon kitty? I need to get you some horns to wear. Yeah. Puh, cat hair. Demon baby spelled good die. Okay. So, on the night prior to the official commissioning of Area 137, which is... My cat is meowing. I don't know if y'all can hear him or not. Headquarters of the Decommissioning Department. SCP-6469 manifested in Director Calvin Bold's office, where Bold happened to be present, finalizing relevant documentation. Director Bold is at his desk, filling out forms. SCP-6469 manifests on the floor of his office. Although Bold does not initially notice, SCP-6469 begins undergoing major metamorphic changes. SCP-6469, attento, Calvin Bold y arrivato il momento in cui le tue ambizioni si realizzeranno. Eppure diso io solamente una tragedia germogliera da. I don't know what I just said. I hope it wasn't a curse, though. Bold notices SCP-6469 and recoils in shock. What is that? Bold sprints to the child and kicks it in full. Yo! He just walked up to it. Fucking kicked it like it was a football, man. I mean, same. If a freaking man came up and started... Oh yeah, the footnote, hold on. Oh, it's in Italian. The time is at hand, we're in your ambitions, retribution, but I say only tragedies shall sprout. I mean, if a baby who's not even supposed to be speaking yet comes up to me and starts speaking Italian, I mean, I'd probably have the same reaction. Why did a star just burn itself in... What? What? Because I willed it that way. I knew what I was saying. Yo, I can't believe that. He just freaking did it. This is Dr. Calvin? Not Dr. Director Calvin Bold. Yo, that's so funny. He just freaking did it. He just did it. I don't know why Italian. I don't know. I don't know. Ultimately, no disciplinary measures were enacted, as the response was considered appropriate to a sudden breach in security. Furthermore, Bold himself retroactively authorized the termination of SCP-6469-D. The commissioning of Area 137 continued as planned, and SCP-6469-D's remains were eventually contained therein. Holy shit. He was just wishing a baby would. That's how you know he's surviving the apocalypse. Real. SCPs are usually joke entries, poking fun at bad entries, or are bad entries that are killed off. That's great. That one was funny, and I liked it a lot. freaking punted the baby, man. That's so funny. Dude, there is so much here. Yeah, that was great. That was actually really funny. Nipple centipedes? I don't even know if I want to click on that one. The Eighth Commandment? Why does it look like that? Don't be so arachnoid. Pickles the dragon. Remain calm. Oh my god, there's so much. Wait, paste SCP-719-M4J where it says SCP Series 7. Which is, like, up here. Or, like... Oh, SCP Series 7 Tales Edition? Oh, these are, like, the Tales. You can do search. Why won't it let me copy and paste that? $719 in balls. What now? What? Is this it? Is it what you're talking about? What is this? Balls? What? It's a Euclid, whatever it is. Disruption class, EKHI, whatever that means. Risk class is critical. What the fuck is this? What is this? SCP-719-M4J is to be contained within a standard humanoid containment chamber at all times. The chamber must be equipped with a soundproofing system to prevent SCP-719-M4J from verbally communicating with personnel or other SCP entities. All communication with SCP-719-M4J must be conducted in writing. Audio recordings of SCP-719-M4J are strictly prohibited. We balls. Under no circumstances are personnel allowed to enter SCP-719-M4J's containment chamber without proper air protection. Additionally, SCP-719-M4J's containment chamber must be inspected and maintained on a regular basis to ensure the soundproofing system is functioning properly. Okay. The description. SCP-719-M4J resembles a male human in his late 20s with no discernible physical abnormalities. SCP-719-M4J possesses the anomalous ability to generate a lethal effect through the delivery of ligma jokes. Ligma jokes are a form of humor that relies on the homophonic similarities between the words ligma and ligma. Typically, the joke involves someone asking a question involving the word ligma, commonly as a reference to a fictional disease. In order to deceive or trick someone into mentioning or inquiring about the term, I don't even want to read the rest of this. Upon the listener inquiring about the nature of ligma, the joke teller usually responds with the punchline, ligma balls. The humor deriving from the crude nature of the response. Whenever SCP-719-M4J tells a ligma joke and delivers the punchline, the recipient of the joke spontaneously passes away through very unusual means. The causes of death have seemingly no correlation to the joke and are often exceedingly bizarre or unconventional, often defying the laws of physics, so it's like a Final Destination death, basically. Some victims have experienced heart attacks, strokes, sudden aneurysms, or severe allergic reactions, while others have undergone major bodily changes or have simply ceased to exist. SCP-719-M4J also possesses a potent mimetic effect that compels individuals who hear its ligma jokes to respond to them, regardless of their wishes or intentions. This mental compulsion has been observed to override even the strongest wills, rendering affected individuals unable to resist the impulse to engage with SCP-719-M4J's jokes. SCP-719-M4J has so far refused to provide any motive for the dissemination of the aforementioned jokes. Furthermore, research is required to establish the exact nature of these anomalous abilities. This power. Oh my god, y'all. That's crazy. Get a drink really quick. My tea is no longer hot. Whoa. Okay, incident log SCP-719-M4J containment breaches. Site-17 experienced a containment breach due to major... Jaylus, hello! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Hello, hello. Containment breach due to major structural damage and a power outage caused by SCP. This allowed SCP-719-M4J to breach containment. A Foundation personnel evacuated. SCP-719-M4J remained in the hallways adjacent to its containment unit. I just discovered it yesterday. I'm so happy I did. Nice. Nice. So, SCP-719-M4J approaching Agent Smith. Hey you, have you ever heard of Ligma? No, what's Ligma? Wait, don't. Please don't. Ligma balls. Round of applause. I didn't even see nothing. I'm gonna be real pale. I didn't even see what he said. I didn't see jack. So yeah, good on you. Pulled out that revolver and said, bang. Dies. Wait, no. Following this exchange, Agent Smith clutches his chest and immediately collapses to the floor. SCP-719-M4J walks towards him and observes his body for an extended period of time. Dabbing? Got him. Blow smoke from gun. Nice. He freaking dabbed in front of him? I don't know what's worse, dabbing or teabagging. That would have been a lot if he would have went over there and teabagged. It would have been more fitting. Oh my god. SCP-719-M4J turns his attention to the opposite end of the hallway. Dr. Pate is seen running away in a panicked manner. It's so sad Dr. Bright died of Ligma. Cat, please don't do that. Stops in his tracks. Who the hell is Dr. Bright? Extends his arm towards Dr. Pate. Look at my balls. Dr. Pate undergoes spontaneous combustion and disintegrates into a pile of ash. SCP-719-M4J begins calmly walking down the hallway. As SCP-719-M4J turns the corner, it encounters researcher Johnson? Pointing at researcher Johnson, why did the Ligma cross the road? What's a Ligma? Whoa! Mary, hello, welcome in. What's up? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Hello. Salted, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Hi. How is everyone doing? What are you playing? The Upturned? What? What is that? Thank you so much for the follow, the Ruby Dragon. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What is the Upturned? That sounds really cool. Legion, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, everyone. This is bad SCP to come into. It actually kind of is. We're reading kind of a meme SCP at the moment. There's nothing spooky about this one. This one's just a meme. It's a game they made before Lethal Company. It's very silly. Oh! It's called The Upturned? Oh, I'm gonna look into that, actually. I think I have Steam pulled up already. I like to, do this while I'm thinking about it because I will forget. It looks very silly. I'm looking at it right now. That actually looks super fun. I'll put it on my wish list. That is hilarious. I'm gonna look into that later. You're here just in time for the main event? The up dog? No. Almost. You're close. You're close. Anyways, welcome in, Mary. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. If you've got to get some food or some drinks or you need to raid and run, that is totally okay. Thanks, everyone, for the follow as well. I'm Mia Mia. I am Mary's sibling. And tonight we are taking it easy. We are just reading some SCP entries. It's a new thing I've started doing because I have been super into SCP recently. And I'm kind of invested. I'm pretty invested in SCP. I haven't played any of the games yet. I do have like one of the games. But I kind of wanted to read up a little bit more on all the SCPs before I started playing the games. Training is progressing well. Thank you, Chloe. I thought so too. I feel like my knowledge is increasing dramatically. I've been learning a lot. Actually. This is not the best one to start off with if you're not familiar with SCP. Though I feel like I might actually be the only one here that's not very well versed in SCP. Because I just wasn't around for it. This is crazy, man. I think we just actually finished it. It has been classified as neutralized. Anyways, this SCP was going around telling Ligma jokes. And when he would tell the Ligma jokes, he would say, Ligma balls. And then that person would die. We're still in the aftermath from Poppy Playtime. It's real. It's true. We were resting this week from Poppy Playtime. We had to take a break from games in general. Wait, I didn't read Johnson? Oh, okay. I thought I read it all. Okay, he's spontaneously combusted into ash, begins calmly walking down the hallway as SCP-719-M4J turns the corner and encounters Researcher Johnson. Pointing at Researcher Johnson, why did the Ligma cross the road? What's a Ligma? Oh dear. Is it that thing Joe warned me about? Lig pauses for a moment. Who's Joe? What? What the fuck? That's crazy. The twisted ending. That's freaking stupid. Oh my god. Joe Mama? So the Joe Mama joke ended him. That's so freaking funny. Oh my god. That is amazing. Also, Terravir, hello, welcome in. I see you're here. Thank you. That's peak. It is peak writing. This is like crazy. Walking and announced at the wrong time. It's exactly like that. Burned the SCP so hard it killed him. That's really freaking funny. Well, that's funny. I enjoyed those a lot. So, let's see. Oh, wrong thing. Let's see. Who's ready for antimemetics? Antimemetics? Oh, wait. That's not it. Hold on. So let's go back to... So we had to read those two to read this one, is that correct? Is that... Here, can you get in your bed? Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Thank you, Kyra, for the head pats. Alright, so we're gonna read this one. I'm gonna get another sip of tea. I wish I had a microwave in here. It already needs to be heated up. Alright, so this one, it looks like it's about as long as the other ones. Oh, it's longer. It's a little longer. Depending on how my throat does, this might be the last thing we read this evening. It's better if you don't check the... What? I was just... I didn't read anything. I was just kind of skimming. Okay. Alright, so yeah. I didn't see anything. I was just looking at how long it is. So, we get ready for more Mia audiobook here. I'm gonna take another sip. That honey is definitely helping, though. Alright. It's better if you don't check the link. I'm sorry. I did it anyway. I always check the length of stuff before I read it. Because I gotta know how long I'm gonna be here. I gotta know. Alright. So, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, yo! Hold up. Yo, my, mic is about to fall. Hold on. Wait, which way does it go? Okay, it goes. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, that would have been like bad. I would have been like screaming because it would have scared me. I don't know. I'll have to fix it later. But it was about to go and I think I fixed it. Mic drop, almost a literal mic drop, and it would have scared the shit out of me. Okay. She has to know if it'll take 1 hour or 10 hours. Exactly, I have to know that. Don't recommend. I could not do that. I would die. I would die. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. L, it's finished. Lynn Marnus is more than 90 years old and hasn't stood at his full height in 10. He was a tower of a man in his prime, 2 meters tall and built like a boxer. Nearly nobody he ever met was able to look him straight in the eye. At least not tell him no. Illness has gradually eaten away at that over the years. He feels as if he lives at the bottom of a deep bath. Everybody he ever meets looking down at him from the slippery, unscalable walls, none of them able to reach down to help him. He spent his final months crumpled up in bed like a dying spider, changing to a corpse's color ahead of time. It might have been bearable if he'd lost his mind, but he remembers what he used to be, a leader, a powerhouse. He used to be able to alter the course of terrible events, for the better, to get justice. He used to protect people. Elle, you can wake him now. But there's a warm wind through his thin, colorless hair, and there's direct sunlight coming down on him now. And the heat is filling up like a tonic. He's outside. It's been too long since he was last outside. When he opens his eyes, he sees his lake, the one in the northwest which he used to have all to himself every summer. He's on a boat. His boat, lying on a blanket laid on the deck. A few kilometers away behind them is the little lake house, empty. It's perfect. He didn't know he had the strength left to safely leave the hospital, let alone travel this far. But if he'd put his mind to it and selected a final moment, this might have been it. Do you remember me? Marnus looks, with eyes which are strengthening. The woman speaking is seated on the deck beside him, attentive. She has a large plastic box, full of medical supplies open in front of her, and a light suit jacket laid on the deck beside it. And she has her sleeves rolled up so she can work. As he watches, she carefully disposes of a needle. A dim memory surfaces and starts taking shape. The woman is twice as old as when he knew her last, and visibly twice as confident. It would be difficult to forget her. He taught her everything. Everything he could remember at the time. He remembers her as a field agent. He remembers sending her through hell, a fistful of times. Marion. Elle, the woman softly explains, you died. You died surrounded by grieving family. They loved you very much, and they cried over you. The funeral for the fake is in a few days, but unfortunately, you won't be able to see it yourself. You're dead now, and this is what comes next. Marion Hutchinson. Marnus feels gold spreading through his bones. Miracle juice. It's Wheeler now. But she doesn't correct him. When you retired from the Foundation, Elle, we did what we do to all of us who retire. What all of us agreed to when we sign up. We gave you some medicine which made you forget. As you stepped out of the door for the last time, all the work you did for us, great work, which saved lives, evaporated away, and your cover story sealed over those years became reality. That's why you spent your whole retirement believing that you were a former section chief at the FBI. It's what you wanted. It's what we wanted. It's what you agreed to. But you alone agreed to something else as well. And you must be starting to remember now what that something else was. I've injected you with a serum which throws the human aging process into hard reverse, and it affects everything. Organs, tissues, memories. You'll be coming up on it soon, remember? Yes, Marnus croaks, remembering. Dizzy. You signed over your final 12 hours to us. You asked for a full and happy and well-deserved retirement, and now, for the last day, you work for us again. Because of one particular job. I have it in writing here, you see? Do you recognize your signature and mine? I witnessed. Yes. Do you remember who you are? Dr. Lynn Patrick Marnus, of the Foundation, he says, Antimemes Division founder. Wheeler smiles with relief. It's good to see him again. We need some memories from you, she explained. Memories which nobody else in the world has access to, and which are buried so deeply that we can't extract them without killing you. So this afternoon, that's what we're going to do. We're going to extract those memories, and once we're done, you'll be dead. Holy shit. That is... Oh my god. Marnus has already begun to regress to the time when he himself set his will in motion. He remembers very clearly discovering the mystery in his own head, the blank spots which he couldn't explain, and couldn't safely access with any kind of chemical or physical technique. He remembers deferring the mystery until now. What happened in 1976? Wheeler asks. Marnus sits up. His skin is beginning to clear and his breathing is improving. He feels as if his brain is cleaved in two by a wormhole, such that his eyes are focusing on different time periods. In his right eye, he sees the lake and the boat he's dying on. In his left, he sees a collage of electrifyingly familiar past faces and places. Bart Hughes with his grin and thick glasses and baby face, looking like some kid dressed up as a Foundation researcher. The original Site 48 crew, great text but a hopeless excuse for a softball team. Young Marion with still strong nerves and a mind like a laser. Suits and lab coats and MTF operatives. And everywhere paperwork. And floods of serial numbers. He starts to speak. 1976 was the year he founded the division. He brainstormed the whole thing in one legendary week, hammering out the science and then distilling the first chemical nestic with the help of a hand-picked trio of assistants, the first antimemetics researchers. No antimemetics SCPs had even been observed up to that point. The entire operation was a shot in the dark, and yet the team immediately struck gold. Passive black holes of information, active predatory infovores, unrememberable worms which covered the human skin like dust mites, contagious bad news, self-sealing secrets, living murders, Chinatowns. Wheeler wonders if there might be something more serious awry with Marnus's head. His version of events is hopelessly romantic. In Wheeler's experience, nobody looks back on Foundation work fondly. But it was all too fast, Marnus says. Special containment procedures take time to develop. Much more time than I took. The Foundation as a whole acquires about a dozen new SCPs annually. I found that many in 1 year. Essentially single-handedly. It was too easy. It was as if I knew it already and was just catching up. And then, one day I realized I couldn't remember my life before anti-memetics. I knew I'd been a Foundation operative for decades prior. That was where I got the authority to start my own division. But there was nothing else there. It was a wall in my mind, which even Nestix couldn't get me past. I went to the papered archives and looked archives? And I don't know why. I guess it's pronounced either archives or archives. Archives, probably. And looked at my own personal file. And Marnus trails off. Not because he's forgotten what to say next. It's deliberate. The trailing off is exactly what happened. You woke up back at your desk half a working day later, remembering nothing. Wheeler says, you went through the loop a dozen times before someone realized what was happening and broke you out of it. Wheeler knows all of this. The file still exists, and the anti-memetic effect still clouds the back half of it. All of this would be over in a second, if any of that back half could be read. Marnus goes on. When I assembled the evidence that I found, what I found was, well, a hole, like a jigsaw with only the edges and corners. So I did the only thing I could do. I looked at the shape of the hole, and together with Bart Hughes and others, I formed a theory. This is not the first Antimemetics Division. Before 1976, there was another one. I was part of that division, possibly. I led it. Certainly, I am the only known survivor of it. Something happened to that team. Some antimemetic force chewed up and swallowed the idea of the Antimemetics Division itself. I was let off lightly. I lived. The rest of those people, whoever they were, however many of them there were, are missing without a trace. Wheeler nods. This much we know already. I was there when you wrote the note, remember? The question is known. It's the answer that we can't get to without killing you. It's the answer that we've waited all these years to get at. I'm here to ask you, what happened? Marnus covers his right eye and grimaces, trying. He fails. It's not there. You haven't sent me back far enough. There's still that wall there in my head. I remember why the question exists, but I don't remember the answer. I need more. Wheeler swabs his arm and gives him another 10 years. Oh wow, the footnote. Class X Nestic drug is a failed eternal youth serum. It's failed? X rejuvenates both mind and body up to years, but its effects are temporary, wearing off in a matter of hours. Furthermore, as the drug wears off, the suppressed time reasserts itself all at once, causing a harmful whiplash effect on the subject's physiology. X can rejuvenate an individual safely up to 30 days, but with stronger doses, the whiplash effects become dangerous, and past a threshold of 16 to 18 months, it is fatal in all known subjects. X's restorative effects on the human memory is essentially a side effect of all of this. However, this side effect is so useful that it has become the drug's main practical purpose. The Antimemetics Division uses small doses of X to temporarily sharpen or restore memories for the recent past. This aids Foundation operatives in the accurate recall of incidents involving memory-corrupting entities. Okay. So this is fascinating. It would be weird to know that you're going to die once they get this information. But I guess as a Foundation worker, you kind of have to be prepared for stupid crap. You have to be prepared for the unluckiness, I guess. Marnus seems like another man once the second X dose takes effect. Wrinkles are sliding back up into his face. Muscle mass is returning to his limbs, but it takes Wheeler a second to realize the real reason why. She's just booted him back across the field desk at agent transition. Marnus has regressed a little way past senior management, the realm where most problems were solved by saying the correct words, and into a time where he survived through physical fitness, situational alertness, and hands-on experience. Marnus gets to his feet for the first time in years. He scans his surroundings, examining the placid golden lake in the sky and the boat itself. He doesn't sit down again. He smooths down his hospital gown, wishing he had a sweater, and separately, some fishing gear. He brushes a hand through new, old hair. His sideburns are back. We weren't Foundation at first, he says. The first Antimemetics Division was a U.S. Army project. It ran parallel with Manhattan during World War II. We called ourselves the Unthinkables. It began as an experiment in advanced propaganda. The objective was to cut through the physical conflict and find a way to rupture the ideological machine, to obliterate the idea of Nazism. Nazism? After 2 years, enough theory had been developed that the task had been reduced to an engineering problem. Another 2 years, and the engineering problem had been reduced as well. And what we had built was a very special kind of bomb. Unfortunately, we didn't understand what we'd built. Back then, we didn't have the nestics or the shielding that we could use to protect ourselves. We didn't understand how far ahead you need to think when you're working with this kind of technology. We got looped. It was textbook. We built the unthinkable bomb and test detonated it. And it worked perfectly. The bomb destroyed itself and erased its own successful detonation, and flattened all the knowledge which had gone together to build it. We forgot that we had ever built the bomb at all, and started over. To our credit, we realized pretty quickly what must have happened. There was a 4-year gap in our progress now, and there was no other way to explain it. But by the time we put the pieces together the second time, the war was almost over. The Nazis had been defeated by conventional means, and the Japanese had been broken by the first atomic bombings. So we completed the second anti-mimetic bomb, and after that, we sat on it. Marion Wheeler is silent for a long moment. The U.S. Army, she says doubtfully, was secretly developing anti-mimetic weaponry as early as the 1940s. We sure were, Marnus says, with more than a hint of pride. Of course, there is no one in the world who could back this up. That's right, Marnus says, flashing a smile he hasn't flashed in decades. You only have my word for it. Cute, huh? Still, this is why you resurrected me, isn't it? For the sake of one more good war story. God, I miss shop talk. I resurrected you because I want a very specific question answered, Wheeler says. Although I can see that in a way you've already answered it. This bomb was the means, wasn't it? The old Antimemetics Division. The Unthinkables. Bombed themselves. Somehow. That's right, Marnus says. For context, Wheeler goes on, I assume that they knew what they were doing that time. I assume it was not an accident. It was not, Marnus says. Oh God, my throat. It's struggling. We're halfway through, though. We're halfway through. Okay. The displaced half of Marnus's brain is anchored in the 70s now. So the true history of the new original Unthinkables is an open book to him. The words keep coming and they just keep coming. It's real. That's so real. And he reads, after the war, the second bomb collected dust for years. We began sketching improved designs for a third bomb, but around that time oversight was starting to flicker out. We completed our research and production objectives, and were given no further objectives. Funding became shaky, and we couldn't figure out why. It wasn't entirely clear that the project overseers knew what we were doing, or even that they remembered we existed. It was a side effect of the research, of course, one we had no way of managing at the time. I have the perfect SCP for your throat, no talking required? Really? I'd be very interested to know what it is. In 1951, a cult movement began in Ojai, California. It was wrong. Everything about it was just wrong. In a matter of days, it was a national phenomenon and still growing. It was all over the news. To spread that far in months would have been credible, but days was simply impossible. We, in the team, could see that the philosophy behind the cult was unnaturally contagious. It was the opposite of unthinkable. It was unforgettable. We knew that this was what our bomb was designed for. We prompted the overseers for direction. But there were no orders. By the time that the outbreak began, we were a U.S. Army laboratory, through and through. 8 days into the crisis, the Foundation acquired us. All the classified research, all the material resources, and all the compliant top staff, including me. Anybody who wouldn't comply was mind-wiped and sent back to the Army. 20 hours after the acquisition, we deployed the second bomb and the cult was gone. Nobody remembered it. Nobody. Nobody remembered it. Nobody remembered being part of it. 0 loss of life. A completely clean detonation. Why is this, clickable? Oh, is this an SCP all by itself? Bro. Okay, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that, but we're gonna bookmark it. What? It's a very important SCP-2. It wasn't... You know what? You'd have to try really hard to get rid of our cult. You'd have to try really hard. But it would more than likely be unsuccessful. We are too strong. I am too strong. It's a banger article. We'll read it later. God. I'm not even tired or anything. Like, I'm actually feeling okay. It's just my throat is giving out pretty badly. Otherwise, we could just, like, keep going. Like, this is fun to do. Especially on weekends. You just, like, ever just, like, go down a rabbit hole. You don't have to go to work in the morning. You don't gotta do anything the next day. You can stay up as late as you want to and go down these rabbit holes. I would totally do that tonight if my throat wasn't, like, dying. Wait, where did my cat go? Hold on. What do you want, bro? Are you cool? Do you want me to hold you? Ugh. You might have just been chilling on the floor, but it's weird for you to do that, so I'm just gonna pick you up. Throats, why are you like this? I know, it sucks. We are a miasma, untouchable. Exactly. That is us. That is who we are. Alright. After that is when everything really kicked off. Once we started working with the Foundation, the pace of research ramped up. Every new technological advancement uncovered new hidden SCPs. I passed the Foundation field exams and went out catching ghosts. My life turned into the Twilight Zone. Martis blinks hard. He covers one of his eyes, then the other. I remember all these different people now, he says. It feels like my memory is in stereo. Almost every antimemetic SCP we caught before the wipe in 76. We caught again soon after the wipe. That means I remember 2 acquisition logs for each one. I remember 2 antimemetics teams, and I don't remember who belongs on which side of the wall. Do you remember Goldie Uyaro? The neurologist? I studied the mechanism of anomalous accelerated memory loss. Wrote a library on the subject. Wheeler doesn't. Dr. Ojobiru? Julie Steele? This is important. Are you at the right place in your own timeline to remember what happened yet? Martis focuses, and he discovers that he is. Something changes in his eyes as he stops reminiscing. He speaks more slowly now, his voice dropping almost to a whisper. There is an SCP which your division has never seen. The SCP which my division couldn't contain. The escapee. This is what you wanted, isn't it, Marion? Yes, she says. This is the data I'm killing you for. She leaves a gap where, if she felt there was anything to apologize for, she would apologize. Martis locks eyes with her. It was eating my division alive. It came at us so hard and so fast that the only way we could stop it was to self-destruct. But we had no site nuke. In retrospect, it is obvious to me now that this was because the SCP had consumed our site nuke first of all. I don't know if you can hear my cat rubbing his chin up against the microphone. Stop it, please. This is very, very tense right now. It's very tense. Yeah, just lay down, please. You're killing the moment. You're killing the moment. Okay. If you know it exists, it knows you exist. The more you know about it, the more it knows about you. If you can see it, it can see you. And you can see it. There's a radioactive prickling in her brain. She doesn't... Wait, sorry, I might have, like, skipped. Okay, you've been looking right at it all afternoon. Wheeler is suddenly acutely aware of her surroundings. There are only 2 of them on the boat. The boat is anchored more than a kilometer from any of the lake shores. She hasn't brought any backup with her. There's a radioactive prickling in her brain. She doesn't... Red flag. Why didn't I bring any backup with me? That doesn't make sense. There would be a team at the lake house. There should be a team at the lake house. There should be an MTF operative and a medic here on the boat with me. And a second boat, at minimum. Am I all alone out here? Why did I do that? She pulls her gun, but doesn't aim it at Marnus yet. Where is it? Is it in you? Marnus's voice is becoming urgent. He covers both of his eyes again. Destroying all knowledge of it was the only way to destroy it. And restoring my memories was a foolproof way to bring it back. It's in his eyes. Most likely his left eye. Wheeler backs up to the other side of the boat, draws a bead on the center of Marnus's head, and says, "El, are you still in there?" There is a way to fix this, Marnus hisses, dropping to his knees. He keeps his eyes screwed up and gropes his way forward blindly, on his hands and knees. El, you need to tell me what this thing is. That's the opposite of what we need to do, Marnus says. You need to set off another bomb. We don't have that bomb. We lost that technology, Wheeler begins. You've always had it. There's an engineering lab in Site 41. You know it. An underground complex the size of a football field, in pristine condition and totally disused. Why? Think about it. That's where your bomb's installed. But that just sets us back to square one. If I set the bomb off, Wheeler says, knowing full well that she is thousands of kilometers from it and can't hope to reach it in time anyway. How do we contain this thing? We won't, Marnus shouts. We can't, ever. Don't you get it? Excuse you. He just sneezed. All over me. I have kitty boogers all over me. Oh my goodness, are you allergic to yourself? Oh my goodness. Okay. I've lost where I was. Okay, we start the division, we run headlong into this thing, and either it eats us, or we wipe ourselves out in self-preservation. Bless you, kitty. Thank you. They say bless you. He just stares at me. I guess that was a thank you. Get another drink really quick. You cannot have my tea. That is not for you. The idea of anti-memes is as old as forgetfulness itself. Humans have been looping through this problem over and over again since long before the 40s, maybe for centuries. His blindly probing fingers find the medical box. It's too late. As Wheeler watches, a waving black pitipop, coated in dark hairs, forced its way out of Marnus's left eye. Marnus screams, still on his knees. He grasps the... What is a pitipalp? What is that? With both hands and tries to break it, but it's solid, as if it has bones inside it. What is it? Wheeler shouts at him. That can't be the whole story. Where is it from? What does it want? Can it reason? Can it speak? Help. A second spider leg. Oh, it's a spider. A second spider leg significantly longer and spindlier slides out through Marnus's trachea, ruining his throat and voice box and producing a gout of blood. He gurgles. A third leg shoots from his abdomen like a spear. Wheeler shoots Marnus in the head. Marnus falls forward, limp, then rises back up, lifted by the 3 spider appendages as if he is a puppet being controlled by something gigantic and invisible. His arms raise, as if suspended by wires. Wheeler squints. She fires 4 more shots over Marnus's head at the likely body mass of the invisible puppeteer, and fires the rest of her clip almost directly into the sky. The whole boat vibrates along with the surface of the lake, as if responding to infrasound or a localized earthquake. Then the boat shudders violently and starts to lift out of the water, raised by more unseen appendages. What is happening? It's the weird big rounded mouth part of a spider's face. Oh. Is a food meat-filled dumpling? What? I'm getting 2 different vibes here. It's a spider part. That would be me envisioning 2 different things. Where was I? Okay, it's coming out of the water. Wheeler holsters her gun and goes for the medical box herself, pulling it away from Marnus's floating feet. There's a compartment with Class B amnestic and fast-acting stuff in serum form. She does a hurried burst of mental arithmetic, measures out the correct dosage in a syringe, and hands shaking plunges into a wrist vein. The boat is still rising. Whatever the monster is, it's colossally tall, or maybe it flies. That is wrong, spelled it wrong. Oh, I got you. You know how spiders have those little tiny arm thingies that they use to bring food to their mouths? Yes. I never knew that's what they were called. I thought they were called little arm thingies that bring food to your mouth. I didn't even know those had names. So you're looking forward to the more in the future. Thank you so much, Legion. I appreciate it. We usually read SCP entries, but today we decided to go more lore-centric and read some of the essay kind of lore. But I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Mary is sweet. Mary is so nice. But yeah, we do this ever so often. I've been reading a lot of SCP stuff recently. I've gotten a lot more into it. But yeah, I try and do it at least once a week. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Every part of a spider has a complicated name you've probably never heard of. You are correct in that statement. Very correct in that. Mary has an amazing community. Mary has a great, amazing community. Mary is great and amazing, so that's why. Alright, let's see if we can finish it. See if we can see what's gonna happen next. Oh, the boat freaking came out of the water. Like, this is crazy. It's an antimemetic spider. Wheeler holsters her gun and goes for the medical box herself. Okay, we think we've done this. She is, of course, already dosed up to the eyeballs with nestic drugs. Otherwise, she would have been able to perceive... She wouldn't have been able to perceive any of this. Foundation medical literature warns in the strongest possible terms against putting both kinds of drug into the same brain. Best case scenario, this ends with her in the hospital. They're 30 meters up in the air now. 10 stories. There's a stabbing pain developing in her left eye. She kicks her shoes off and throws the gun away. She goes to the edge and contemplates the drop of for a disbelieving second. She jumps. It takes 2 heart-stopping seconds to free fall for her to hit the water. The chilled hammer blow of the impact is enough to blank her mind out. By the time she surfaces, she doesn't remember where she fell from or why. And likewise, the skyscraper-sized being which claimed Marnus in the boat has forgotten about her. What the hell? She gasps, treading water. What the hell? Where the hell? There is nothing above her. No explanation. Only the symptoms of the drug cocktail give her any indication of what just happened. A sensation like hundreds of tiny lumps of hot solder in her brain, and pain and exhaustion spreading to all of her tendons. She wants to die. Swim, says part of her. Get to shore first. Then you can die. Oh my god, we're almost there. So I appreciate you. Of course, we're pretty good. We're a good community. I like my community. Except whenever they do Baby Shark when I'm not here. I don't understand that. I still don't understand that, but is she hydrating? I'm trying. I'm like almost blown through this tea. I'm trying. I don't know why my model did that. Never touch Baby Shark, that is our lesson. Sure, your confusion's the entire reason. Probably. They enjoy confusing me. Also, what's up, Digit? Almost where? What are we up to? We are reading more SCPs this evening. My throat is crazy shot at the moment. I hope you're doing well. Okay. We're almost there. The extraction team finds her around dusk, unconscious on the lakeshore. They stabilize her in the helicopter, then take her to Site 41 for examination, and to have her system flushed. She spends a solid 8 days at home, detoxifying. No nestics, no amnestics, no exposure to dangerous memory-corrupting SCPs, no work visitors, no work, the doctor tells her pointlessly. It is anywhere near the first missing event in Wheeler's life, nor is she the first person in the Antimemetrics staff to have such an experience, but the sensation is no less disturbing for its familiarity. As per procedure, she writes a report summarizing everything she can remember. The gap in her memory is about 13 hours. Then she adds her report to the extensive complex map of missing time which the whole division maintains collectively. It is a map of holes, and the map is becoming large enough that very faint patterns are gradually forming. The outline of an enemy is becoming visible, or perhaps a group of enemies. When she quizzes the extraction team later, none of them remember who activated the emergency beacon which summoned them. In fact, the beacon itself cut out long before they landed at the lake. Wheeler compares the current size of her division with her best estimate of what it should be. Maybe she needs a few more key people here and there. So, assuming the division was fully staffed before the event, maybe those empty roles are the people who died this time around. Maybe one of them activated the beacon. A commendable act by someone now only known to exist because of that single act. Dang. It's weeks later, still, that Wheeler discovers a large new hole in her memory. Who founded the division? When? Oh my god. Holy. Y'all, I need a freaking TV show on Marion Wheeler. Y'all don't know how much I will settle for a book, okay? If I do not get a TV show, I need a book on this woman. I would collect the whole series. Isn't that fucking... Yes. It is just... This is content right here. This is content. I freaking love this. This is amazing. I love this. This is really, really good. I'm glad I bought that book earlier. Next tale. It might have to wait till next time, dude. My throat is so bad right now. Like, it's not hurting or nothing. I just can't get anything to come out of it. If I know y'all can hear it, and I know it probably doesn't sound great. I literally don't. You know what would be probably a good idea? I should get some cough drops. That's actually brilliant. I think I'm gonna try and go to the store tomorrow. I need to get some stuff for supper. I need to write that down on my list. I bet cough drops would help a lot. We can do SCP-25 okay, let's look at it really quick. Bro, this is like really freaking good, and it should be a book. It should. I'm gonna like do this. That way we know to come back to it next time. Alright, and 2-5 blah blah blah. Okay. SCP 2521. Is this it? Did I do it right? Oh. I feel like I fell into a rabbit hole you guys just dug. Yep, that is SCP. Oh, thank you so much for the posture check, Digit. I desperately needed that. Oh, this isn't it? Okay, I don't... See, that's why I don't ever type anything in. I'm just gonna look for it. SCP-2521. Wrong. This thing? Put SCP-2521 after the... in the URL. Oh, okay, like up here? I got you. I got you. Do you have a trackboard of ones you've read so far? Just kind of show off how much you have gone through. Kind of. It's in my Discord, though. Yeah, the list is actually in my Discord of the ones that I have been through. We're trying to keep up with those as well. We haven't been through too many. I will say we only just started doing this last week or the week before. I think. So, we haven't done too many. Yeah, that's how we're keeping up with them so far. Okay, I'll catch up a bit for next time. Cool, cool. Thank you. I'm happy that you seem to enjoy it. I've actually came into this not really knowing too much about SCP, except for what, you know, chat would tell me. And I'm glad I jumped down the rabbit hole because it's been so fun. This is like what I live for. I am a huge fan of like cryptids and paranormal stuff anyway, so it's been just like chef's kiss. It scratches that itch for me really well. I don't understand any of this. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. Is there like a certain way I'm supposed to interpret this? This is a weird symbol. There is Bigfoot here. Bigfoot named I. Okay, and he does not process or save information, nor are humans allowed to talk to him. The information cannot go to 4 people, but to 2. Bigfoot found a human to marry. Bigfoot marries the human puts Bigfoot in jail for some reason. Maybe the human only married Bigfoot to get famous. And then Bigfoot contemplates life decisions. Maybe he shouldn't marry a human. Bigfoot gets out of jail, goes to workplace. He gets a new job because he's divorced now. He falls in love with another human. The human steals... No. The human gets scared of Bigfoot. And it doesn't work out, so Bigfoot comes back. Oh, it's the same human. And like he makes the human fall in love with him, and then Bigfoot takes the human away, and now they no longer work. They now live in seclusion in the woods. The end. I am so smart. Love story than Twilight. Not quite. Let me have it. Let me have this one. Why bonk, man? Why bonk? Also, Anymeji, hello, welcome in. Try again. Okay, I'll see what y'all... Y'all are no fun. Y'all, I had like a freaking Pulitzer Prize winner here. Is that Pulitzer Prize, the book one? Yeah, I had that on my hands here. But you know what? Y'all want to be boring, so let me see what y'all said it was. Okay. Eye on the blue background is a symbol for information. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. That's true. Yeah. Like speaking about him, knowing about him will cause him to kill you, question mark? Maybe. It's basically up to your interpretation. Okay, that's what I thought. There's a ruler on the side for comparison. Okay, I see that. I'd say it's accurate. Thank you, comic. Would you accept this gold star instead? I will accept the gold star. Because it's a win. Bigfoot kind of romantic, not gonna lie. I thought so. Pulitzer is journalism. Well, I tried. Can I at least get the gold star that said that I tried? Writing computer data in spoken word about him is bad. Pictures are good. Gotcha. So this is like an SCP in and of itself. But you can't write about him. You can't write about him, you can't save the information, and you can't talk about him. I don't understand this, though. Okay, so maybe, it depends on the classification of the personnel. So maybe personnel 0123 cannot have this information, but personnel 4, I don't know. Personnel's probably not even the right freaking... Clearance 4, maybe. Clearance. Level 4, that's it. And 05 can have this information. The information... I don't know. I don't know what this is. I guess that's his abilities. You need level 4. Okay, that's what it is. It's levels. It's not... Okay, got you. So we move to this next one here, and I'm guessing that's his kind of abilities. I don't really know. I don't understand that. He's a sticky boy. Okay. He seems to be a sticky boy. And he phases through walls. Gotcha. So you can't contain him, basically. He can't be contained. So he... I don't know. He processes... This is weird, too. I don't understand this. Like, he doesn't understand basic things, like... He likes to be talked about. He understands language, but not pictures. Right, because this is a sign, this is a picture, and this is like a graph, so he can't understand that. He doesn't know what that is. But, however, he understands talking. He understands written things about him. Or just like in general, like he understands that. And so... These are accounts of what has happened in the Foundation, I guess. So you have your personnel or like staff member doing this, and he's writing some information down. Well, Big Boy comes along and sees it, falls in love with it, and now bro is scared. Testing logs. he can instantly know if you write down or say information about him, but he can't seem to catch it if you draw pictures. Oh, I got you. Speaking of Bigfoot, have you read SCP-1000 yet? 1000? I don't think so. Let me look real quick. Yo, if it's a Bigfoot one, we've got to jump on that. Probably not today, but we will jump on that. I freaking love Bigfoot. We have not. Yo, let's write that one down. Alright, got that one in. To be gone over. Bigfoot SCP is a saga? Ooh, we should do that one next time. I freaking love Bigfoot. I love the concept of Bigfoot so much. So, I'm trying to understand this. He had pictures. He saw the pictures. And someone from the TV said something to him, or not the TV, but like the intercom, and then he said something back via the security camera, and here comes Big Boy, wraps him up, and takes him with him. Basically. But it weaves through a whole meta-narrative. Ah, I got you. That could be fun, though. I like that. If you write about him, he takes the paper. If you talk about him, he takes you. Ooh, so he likes... Okay, so... He likes whenever you talk about him. He likes the attention, I guess. So if you write something about him, he's gonna take it, and then he's gonna take it and put it in his room and store it like he would a love letter. And if you talk about him, then he falls in love with you, and then he's got to take you. Basically. They got married and lived happily ever after. The end. Yeah, I think so too. That's how I interpret this. That's a heart. The blushing. That's a heart. That is a heart right there. And that, you know, he's nervous. He's blushing. He's blushing, you know. You know how you get sometimes when someone you like comes up behind you and gives you a hug like that, you know? You get all flustered and stuff like, aw. So yeah, they're in love. They're in love. There's no evidence that you're wrong. Exactly. I know that I'm right. I know it. That was fun. I like that one a lot. So we have done SCP-2521 as well. I love how they just done it as dots. And he looks so freaking cool. I can't enlarge that, though. He looks pretty cool. The streamer is always right. Exactly. Exactly. Y'all know how it works. His readings of SCP articles, and he turned his readings of SCP-2521 into a fairy tale that's a metaphor for the information present. That's great, actually. Or from crushing or being dragged into the darkness. Right? He could maybe stand to learn a bit more about consent, though. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, I think we're gonna call it here because my throat is just freaking gone, man. It's gone. I know y'all could probably tell it too. It is no more. And I got stuff to do. I haven't really messed with, you know, I haven't really messed with, partner stuff yet, YouTube partner stuff, so that's probably what I'm gonna do the rest of this evening. Try and set up memberships and stuff. I think I already set up super chats, but I don't know how often those are gonna get used anyway, because I don't know that I'll live stream on YouTube, but it's gonna be there just in case, you know, we ever do have to migrate to YouTube, which hopefully we do not. I have established the community on Twitch, so I believe I'm probably gonna stay on Twitch. I don't really see a need to move to YouTube. Except I know people talk about the revenue or whatever being better there. You get a better cut or whatever. I don't care. It's whatever at the moment. I'm not too worried about that. I'm pretty sure we're still gonna stay on Twitch. So I'll continue to think about it. But being YouTube partner is cool. It's cool. It's still kind of setting in for me, and I just think it's neat. I'll try and set up some stuff eventually. We'll do some stuff. Thank you for the hydrate digit. I appreciate it. Get some water. Yeah, there are pros and cons to both. I mean, YouTube, no one can really find you if they're looking for you. Twitch has a much simpler and easier way. If you're looking for a specific kind of VTuber to watch while you're just passing the time, it's easier to find. You're much easier to find. Meanwhile, people on YouTube, I feel like it's a lot harder for them to get found. But I could be wrong. I could just be talking out of my freaking ass. I mean, I don't know. It just seems that way. It seemed that way from the 2 times that I streamed on YouTube. Just didn't seem as good. Do some exercises. I will try to next time. So, I don't know that I'm going to stream this weekend. If I do, it's going to be sporadic. I'm going to try and rest this weekend. We will have community night one night this week. I'll see. I'll see which night would work best. And I will see everyone Monday. I know I said that we would yeah, I think I gave y'all 4 games to choose from. And depending on which one won, we would start that one Monday. What were they? They were BioShock Remastered, Corpse Party, what was the other one? Outlast, and Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Of those 4, it seems that the one that is winning... I haven't checked the Twitter poll in a minute. I might need to retweet that if y'all have not seen that yet. It seems like the one that was winning was Corpse Party, so it's more than likely we're starting Corpse Party on Monday. So I'm bonked. I'm bonked. Why was I bonked? I do nothing. So yeah, we'll more than likely I'll see y'all for Corpse Party Monday. 5 for Corpse Party, 3 for BioShock, and 2 for Mirror's Edge. I got you. I got you. So yeah, and I think Corpse Party was actually winning on Twitch as well. Not Twitch, Twitter as well. So there's about a 98% chance we're starting Corpse Party on Monday. And Tuesday we are after 3 weeks, we're gonna pick up Metal Gear Solid again. We're gonna pick that one up as well. Wednesday I have to go out of town. Wednesday and Thursday are gonna be rest days, if you want to call them rest days. I'll be out of town, and we'll come back Friday with a game. We'll play a game Friday. I just don't know what yet. I'll figure it out. Alright, gang. Thank y'all so much for being here. It's been fun. I appreciate it. And thank y'all all for the congratulatories on YouTube partner. I appreciate it. My count won't sound so bad. Who is on? Yeah, we're raiding. I'm seeing who all's on at the moment. Looks like Kay is playing some Overwatch, so let's raid Kay. Kay is my VTuber bro. He's a good bean. Please be nice to him. He is cool. Let's see. And yeah, thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate it. Y'all have all been so sweet and kind, and very patient with me reading. I haven't read out loud probably since 2nd grade. So I feel like I'm getting used to it though. The more I do it, the more I'm getting used to it. It's just my freaking voice cannot keep up. If my voice kept up, we probably would have went through the whole Antimemetics thing this evening, because I'm not that tired either. So, alright, let's get the raid started. Alright, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all possibly Monday. If I don't stream this weekend, probably not. So if I don't see y'all this weekend, I will see you all Monday. And Yakuza 0 is an idle tycoon. Changed my mind. You're real. You're so real for that. Alright. I'll see you all later, okay? Bye! See y'all later. Thanks again for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you all again for the support. It is much appreciated. Also, Chloe, thank you for the biddies earlier. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.